going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel. I apologize for being late. Unfortunately, I do share this area, and the person that is in this area with me makes a lot of background noise. So I was waiting until they got out because that's me, and I think we should have a clean, clear live stream. Other than the fact that it's shitstorming outside. How are you guys doing? I'll get to a couple announcements in a second, but feel free to start questioning, start asking questions, stuff like that. The game will begin around 8:10. So quick announcements real quickly before anything else. Evan says, I'm going to the Jets-Giants preseason game on Saturday. Well, good for you, Evan. Unfortunately, I have a family, well, not unfortunately, but in terms of the Giants game, I do have a family event that I have to go to. I know the camera's glitching out on occasion. Hold on, it's glitching out. It's a problem because, like, this thing, my camera is dying, I think, honestly, because, like, sometimes when I record on my other laptop, hold on, give me just 1 second, guys. I'm still here, but this camera on occasion just doesn't want to cooperate with me. See, I don't like this camera because it's not clear enough. See, look, guys, see, it's like I'm in a mist. But real quickly, let me just switch back. See if it will switch back. Of course, it doesn't. That's perfect. Hold on, guys. Of course, there can't be a stream without issues, right? This freaking thing. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm a little pissed off right now. Okay, let's try plugging this back in. Hopefully, you guys can actually see me this time. Okay, of course not. Nope. Okay, of course. This is not cooperating with me, and it's not a good thing. Hold on. Once again, guys, I apologize. This camera, I think, is slowly dying. Unfortunate, but you know what? You gotta live with things sometimes. Let's try this. Do we get lucky? Let's see. No, of course not. Why would we? Okay. Let's try this one more time. Real quickly, shots to Evan and Potato in the chat. I know I mentioned Evan already, but let's see. To be honest, after last night, I don't know if we can win tonight, but anything can happen. I'll get to that one in a second. See, I want to exit out. This is so dumb right now. I once again, I apologize, guys, but see, can anything change? Okay, my thing just went green, which is good. Okay, let's try this. All right, we're back. Thank you, Jesus, and every Lord and Savior up there. Okay. Oh, that was a frustrating 2 minutes. So, with that being said, game starts in about 3 minutes. My team lost in soccer, so they got kicked out of the Champions League. Well, sorry to hear about that, Potato. I will be going to FanFest tomorrow. Potato, you're not. I don't think so. Evan, I don't know if you are. Just a general, thought process. Just a general, thing out there. I will be at FanFest tomorrow. I'll be there considerably early because I am taking the 210 bus from Port Authority to New Jersey. So it's about a 26-minute ride. Gates don't open until 3, though. But with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to the notification button so you get notified when a live stream pops or video drops. Going with a friend who's an Eagles fan. Well, that's gotta be a tough game for him. I mean, listen, I've been to several, 2 games so far, and my brother tagged along on the last preseason game, and he's a Jet fan. You guys know that one. With that being said, and I also brought a Steeler fan along. I never vlogged for that one because I was like a fan page at the time. But in terms of Jets training camp and Jets scrimmage, I was a Giants fan, and I still am a Giants fan. I went there. And, the Steelers fan, Sean, came with me. And if you guys haven't already checked that video out, like, honestly, it was illegal recording there. Well, it wasn't illegal. It was just prohibited. But in that case, I just said, you know what? A lot of people are doing live streams from here. I don't know why. I did have fun. I did. A lot of people questioned as to why. More people questioned at training camp as to why I was there, not the scrimmage. Like, I thought I would get more hate at the scrimmage because there's more people. Jets training camp probably is easily sold out. So with that being said, I'm like, well, is it, am I going to get more hate here or here? But, a lot of people questioned me, and you know what? I stuck out and I supported my team, which I will do tomorrow, and Luke will be coming with me, so he'll get the hate for once. To answer your question, Evan, I will be trying to meet up with Chris and the other guys. I will be trying to do that. As I said, I'll be going very early. I don't know. Well, they should let me in. At the MetLife stop, hopefully go into the parking lots, try to sneak in, do whatever, wait till like 3-ish. And then everybody starts unloading, barbecue happens, and stuff like that. But real quickly, guys, I do want to read the lineups for the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals tonight. Let's see, where are we at? Okay. So for the Yankees, leading off is DJ LeMahieu. Batting second in left field is Giancarlo Stanton. Very surprising, he's playing the outfield. Batting third is Aaron Judge. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo, is playing the DH. Batting fifth, man with a hot night last night, Luke Voit at first base. Batting sixth is Rougned Odor at third. Batting seventh is Kyle Higashioka behind the plate. In center field, batting eighth is Jonathan Davis. And the shortstop, batting ninth, is Andrew Velazquez. On the mound is Nestor Cortes. Now, the Royals lineup looks like this. Whit Merrifield will bat first as the designated hitter. Batting second is Nicky Lopez at shortstop. Batting third is the catcher, Salvador Perez. Batting fourth is the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Batting fifth is Andrew Benintendi, the left fielder. Batting sixth is Emmanuel Rivera at third base. Batting seventh is Hunter Dozier in right. Batting eighth is Michael Taylor in center. And batting ninth is Hanser Alberto at second base, and on the mound is Daniel Lynch. As we are ready almost to go, we should bring food to the tailgate. They're going to have food, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely possible. I mean, all right, let's put this up here. Yeah, I mean, they'll have food there, and they'll have food at MetLife Stadium, so that's for you, Luke, I guess. I'm just saying this before we do get started in the full capacity here. If you guys have any questions, NBA, NFL, other MLB teams, feel free to ask below. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to the notification button so you get notified when live stream pops video drops. No on the Devil's Vomit, Luca. No. No. Chips, yes. Guacamole, no. No. I don't like guacamole. They'll have burgers, hot dogs, and stuff like that. So, we are ready to go here for the New York Yankees. And the first pitch from Lynch is outside, and we are underway. The home plate umpire tonight is Bill Miller. The first base umpire is Doug Eddings. John Bacon is at second base, and Pat Holberg is at third. Brian Knight obviously got injured last night, and Bacon, I think it was his replacement. And the second pitch is just right on the corner, is 1-1. I recommend wasabi. Great taste. Yeah, and then everybody's going to be flooding the bathrooms. The pitch from Lynch is grounded to the shortstop. Lopez fires to first. That's the first out. 1 away. I like doing these games. I was looking because 7 o'clock down here isn't necessarily my free time. And I've been looking so long to do some of these games. But once we get into September, I'm going to try to do it. Did the Mavs overpay on Luka Doncic? Well, ask Luka. Luka knows what a Luka knows, I guess. I don't know. The pitch from Lynch is just high. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Count 1-0 to Giancarlo Stanton. Hitting .260 with 17 home runs and 54 RBIs. And the pitch is just a little outside, 2-0. The Yankees are the only team in the American League and also in Major League Baseball that don't have a man that has had 55 or more RBIs this season. And the count is quickly 3-0 as the pitches have been more leaning outside and at the top of the strike zone. And the 3-0 to Stanton. And somehow he check swung it, and fouled off. It's 3-1. And here's the pitch from Daniel Lynch, just inside, and Stanton will walk. Is the Giants' offense going to struggle due to them being better because the defense is so strong? Here's what I want to say. Here's what I'm going to say to that, Potato. And this will be an answer to any of those like related questions. I'll answer it. Actually, is he stepping in the box? I'll answer that in just a second, Potato. But I do have a firm answer as terms of that goes. So Judge will step in now with Giancarlo standing on first, 1 out. Lynch has thrown 8 pitches, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Judge hitting 278 on the year. I think I want to see what the offense looks like in the Jets game. That's going to be, for me, a tester, though it's not all of the plays and stuff like that. The pitch to Judge is just down and away. Stan will stay at first. I think it's going to be a tester, though it's not the playbook, though it's not Jason Garrett's full playbook and stuff like that. That's what the preseason's for. I want to see them against the Jets because the Jets, honestly, and Luka will admit this, they're a lower level defense. They have a lot of young guys on there, but, we'll see whether the defense is just too good or whether the offense is just bad. The pitch to Judge is in there for a strike, slightly inside, and the count is 1-2. Also a question, Jets D-line is pretty strong. What was the offensive line apparently hasn't been playing well in camp, the whole squad. So we'll see what happens if they can truly handle the Jets D-line, or is it, the actual problem that the offensive line has no depth or whatever. And the pitch to Judge, just a little down and away. The count is 2-2. Also a question, how is it possible to make a team that has a revenue of $1 billion per year and almost go broke with $1 billion in debt? I hope we won't turn into the Bears. Hopefully not, because I don't want to depend on the defense all the time. The pitch from Lynch is swung on a miss, struck him out. Aaron Judge swing and a miss. That is the second out, as that will bring up Joey Gallo. Not a great pitch for Judge to swing at. That pitch was very high. And that's where Lynch has been missing so far. He's been missing towards the right-handed outside corner. I hope Daniel plays only one series. I want to see how the offense plays. What I think is going to happen, and I'm not Joe Judge, I'm not inside the facility, but I think you will see Mike Glennon play with the first team. That's what a lot of teams do. And here's the pitch to Gallo, just a little outside. The count is 1-0. I think a lot of, what do you say? I think a lot of teams, we saw it how many years ago with the first team and Josh Johnson, who's now a Jets quarterback. He will be playing in the preseason game maybe. But he played with the Giants first team in 2017 against the Steelers. Pitches a little further outside, count 2-0. The fastball clearly not working. Through the first 2 pitches they had bad for Joey Gallo. Daniel Lynch. As Gallo takes 2-0. Very patient hitter, but he is hitting 216. Yeah, I do hope the Bears suck. I count on them sucking right now. The count is 2-0, and here's the pitch just down and away, 3-0. Stanton will not go. He would only go if it was 3-2. But then again, Stanton is slow. We will see Clayton Torson. We will see Clayton Torson and Mike Glennon in all the games. It's no doubt we're going to see the second and third teams, all the games. First team, it depends on how much we see. I think you're going to see Shepard in the first game for a little bit. And here's the pitch to Gallo. Ooh, it is a strike. Just caught the corner upstairs, but the count is 3-1. In terms of that, it just depends who we see on the first team. We'll see. I think we'll see the offensive line. It's just the weapons, too, because I don't know that you want to get people injured. And even if Barkley is ready, don't play him. 3-1. Just in there, 3-2. Yeah, good thing we have future. Yeah, if Daniel Jones doesn't work out, and I'm rooting for him, I'm rooting for the guy. But just in case he doesn't work out, you can either sign a quarterback, maybe Aaron Rodgers on a 1-year contract, a la Tampa Bay, what they did with Brady, or you just trade for a quarterback, you draft one. Gallo fouls it away. But I think how they will do it, if Daniel Jones doesn't work out, is it the supporting cast also as well that needs to be redone? Or is it going to be, the quarterback is the sole problem of this team? Sole problem of the team, you're going to go out and get a veteran quarterback. If it's more problems, you're going to draft a quarterback. I don't think Judge is at risk. I think it's Gettleman, Barkley, and Daniel Jones. Fouled away by Joey Gallo as he stays alive. It's a 3-2 count from Daniel Lynch. He's got 20 pitches this inning. So the Yankees have done a great job so far of putting his pitch count up. So far this season, he's got 5.86 ERA and is 2-3. 7 games started. So that's some stats right there for you guys. Here's the pitch. Gallo fouled it away again. Staying alive here. Good at bats. Yes, it's good so we could draft 2 O-line players next season. We tried one so we could blow it up again and rebuild. I hope everyone stays healthy. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see. I honestly don't think edge will be as big of a need this year as it is next year. I think next year, maybe O-line if we have any issues, but we'll see. Maybe tight end. Gallo, here's the pitch. How do you look at that? Strike 3, right down the plate. He was expecting a fastball, got a slider instead. And after 1 inning, 1 base runner stranded, no runs, no hits, no errors. So another strikeout for the Yankees. Not good. That pitch was right down the plate. That was a slider. He was looking for a fastball. Wasn't going to give it to him. But you kind of have to. And once again, I'm not going to say, oh, well, this, that, and the other thing. But I'm critiquing because as a major league ball player, you can't expect fastball 7 times in a row. Like, I don't know what this guy's pitch arsenal is, but, any trash banging, as of right, we could do it. I have a trash bag right here, trash can, but we could work something out, though. I hope we don't have to rebuild again. Then we won't be good for another couple of years. Gallo sucks. See, here's the problem with Gallo. It's like, a lot of Yankee fans like to trade, and, hopefully he does good for us. He's got patient at bats, but once again, these type of strikeouts is like, that's not what you want to start off the game with. And it's against these type of pitchers too, because, but I don't know. Though for, hey, what's going on? Nate Talk Sports. We will be having a big show on Friday because what I'm expecting to do, just as a little spoiler, guys, is do a Yankees subject with one guest. That guest goes off, whatever. Do a whole preview of the Giants-Jets preseason game. That's what I plan on doing. Luca's going to be here. Sean's not going to be here this week, likely, because he's got this night school thing. I will be in bed on Friday, I believe. Well, you can watch it on replay then, maybe. I don't know. Nestor Cortes is on the mound for the Yankees. So far this season, Cortes has done well, 2.15 ERA. He hasn't had a win or a loss yet. He started 4 games, so that's 4-0 decisions. And the first pitch to Merrifield is just outside and a little high, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-0. And the pitch to Merrifield again, just a little inside. The count is 2-0. I don't think that I'll explain after this pitch, actually. Cortes from the windup. Here's the pitch just on the corner. Nice frame job by Higashioka. The count is 2-1. Speaking of bed, I got to hit the bed. See you soon. Thanks, Potato. I wanted to get him on so bad because I know he had to tell me some story about a soccer team or something like that. Unfortunately, with all the stuff. And there's a base hit to the right center field. Jonathan Davis will throw it into second, as that is a leadoff single for the Kansas City Royals, bringing up Nicky Lopez. Yeah, unfortunately, I wanted to get him on because I know he had some story to tell me, but unfortunately, all the errors and bullshit that preceded that, But Shout out to Potato. He's one of the loyal supporters on this channel. You know, he lives in Czech Republic. And it's like a 6 to 8 hour difference, I think. You know, someone do the research there. So I bring up Nicky Lopez as he is a left-handed hitter. He's hitting 279 this season. And the pitch, he actually goes to first with it. Not in time, so Merrifield is safe at first. Basically, one of the richest teams in soccer going to almost bankrupt and not being able to sign players. I'm going to guess that's something to have to do with free agency in soccer. Nestor Cortes throws a pitch. It's a high fly ball. This should be for Velasquez in short left field. Actually, it's going to be Stanton. It'll make the first out. And it's 2:23, so it's a few hours. 2:23. Let's do the math there. I think that's about 6 hours. Let's see. Yeah, about 6 hours. I was right. It's still raining here. It's not raining. And here we go with the analytic cards. Giancarlo Stanton reading an analytic card. Basically, probably going to how they're going to shift. Here's Salvador Perez. I believe he was an all-star this year. Has a huge amount of strikeouts, but still hits the average at 274. Pitch from Cortes. This one is swung on. Hit to left field. That ball is gone. Salvador Perez rockets one into the porch in left field, and Kansas City's on the board 2-0 very slowly. Oh, boy, that was not a great pitch to throw. Not a great pitch. And one thing, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you is this. Is that, you know, I'm a Yankees channel, and I'm a Yankees fan. But what you're going to see on here is I'm not going, that's a slider, and that was a bad spot to put it. You're going to see here, and it's, you know, on the broadcast, whatever broadcast you do, yes, Bally Sports, whatever, you're not going to see me not be energized when it comes to a home run call. Because anyone who doesn't, and here's the pitch to Santana, that one's right down the middle for a strike. You know, for like other broadcasts, like when it's Yes Network calling a Royals home run or something, or when it's like Bally Sports as a foul ball, so it's going to be 0-2. When it's a home run for the Yankees and Bally Sports calling, you're going to see them energized, unenergized. And that's a home run for Stanton. No, I'm going to put my unbiased pizzazz into it. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Cortes, just a little high. Ooh, tough start for the Yankees. Tough start for the Yankees. Shouts to Luca once again for putting out that link. Here's the pitch. It's grounded right to LeMahieu. And that's 2 away. They got to get this offense going. Not saying Nestor Cortes did make a mistake, but you have to get some offense going. You stranded. I don't care who you stranded on first, you know. Judge striking out on a pitch that's, you know, outside the zone. And Joey Gallo right down the plate, slider. Here's Andrew Benintendi, 256, 11 home runs, and 39 RBIs this season for the Royals as he takes this one down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Going all the way to the wall, Benintendi will roll into second as the former Red Sox has a double with 2 outs. And Nestor Cortes struggling just a little bit in the first inning. Big hits for the Royals so far. I want to say that was a fastball. The way he was spinning and stuff. Not a great start, but once again, we got a whole 8 innings. And then possibly more if what happened last night happens again. So here's Emmanuel Rivera hitting 261 on the season with a runner on second, 2 outs. Cortes has thrown 11 pitches so far. Pitches, just high, but Bill Miller will call that a strike. The count is 0-1. See, it's weird, and I'll explain it after this pitch. Cortes looking for a sign from the stretch. Pitch just a little inside. I would have called that closer to a strike than the other one, but it's going to be 1-1. See, the weird thing is they worked. The hell is the other dude's name? Lynch's. They worked Daniel Lynch's count, but didn't do anything. The Royals, they didn't even work the count, and they're getting good base hits. So it's kind of a mesh of, I guess, what you do and don't want to do. You want to work the count and get runs, not get runs and not work the count, But, hey, listen. Kind of been the story all season. Pitch from Cortes this one's fouled away. Slider 86 miles an hour. Once again, guys, if I got any new people in the chat or just watching, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification button so you get notified when Livestream pops video drops. Always, even if you're a Royals fan, just checking in for a moment, We'll talk Royals. Looks for a sign. The 1-2 pitch from Cortes. Took a little while there, and it's strike 3 on the corner. Cortes finishes strong despite having a rough start. So, total of 3 hits, 2 runs, no errors. After 1 inning, the Royals lead 2-0. That was a tough inning, but hey, listen, we got 8 more for a reason, right? Let's see. Yep, Sal Perez. I'm just looking at Twitter. A lot of people, obviously. Listen, I said it before he hit a home run. I'm pretty sure. Maybe quote me on it. Hits a lot of home runs, strikes out a lot, but hits for average. Some of these guys on the Yankees, man, they don't do that. And unfortunately, and listen, a lot of people don't want to say that, but a lot of these guys, like Stanton and Judge and all these other people. I mean, Judge, he's not had a bad year despite the COVID outbreak and the IL and all that other stuff. But, just, I don't know, not hitting for average, I guess. Oh, boy. So we're locked in for another inning of Yankees baseball. And Royals baseball, too. I'm going to be fair. I won't be biased. Trust me. I haven't been biased. It's not my thing. That's other podcasts and stuff like that. Once again, guys, feel free to ask questions. MLB, NBA, NFL, about any team. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. See, I'm not. I don't think I'm stupid. I'm not. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not stupid. Because before, and listen, whether you disagree with me, agree with me or not, as Luke Voigt steps in for the Yankees after Lynch pitches a 22 pitch first. He swings and a miss on a slider 0-1. Who do you got winning this game? I'm gonna guess, Germont, that you're a Royals fan or you've never been to the channel before because this is the first time seeing you. But once again, thank you for commenting. If the Yankees, here's a pitch, and he does not swing, so it's gonna be 1-1. I want to say right now, yes didn't fool me. They're still in the Bronx, which is not necessarily something I'm happy about. But once again, that's not a decision. Okay, go back to your comment because I've been stranding off it for the last 2 seconds. Pitch from Daniel Lynch, just a little outside. Count 1-1. Goes to 2-1. If the Yankees can't do what they did last night, it's going. Oh, you're a Yankees fan. It's going to be the Royals if they do not come back late, because that's been honestly most of their wins. Okay, you're a Yankees fan. Count is 2-2. If they can't come back late in the game like they did last night, and honestly, I was out for most of the night last night. Like I was playing pool and stuff. Count is 2-2. Voigt grounds it to third. Throw to first is in time. 1 away. Yeah, I was out for most of the night last night, and then I come back around the 7th, 8th inning. I'm like, I didn't miss much at all. But, you know, this is what the kind of the team has been all year. You know, when it's wins, it's most of them happen to be not pretty, but I guess you're going to take a ugly win over a pretty loss. But then again, there's no such thing as a pretty loss, so you're going to take the ugly win, right? Rugi trying to make sandcastles in the box as he steps into the plate. First pitch from Lynch is just a little high. Count is 1-0. I wish my mail would stop going off. But hey. Okay, so here's the pitch from Lynch to Odor. Is this one line foul? It was a little early on it. Hitting with runners in scoring position kills this team offensively. Yeah. I mean, Luka's hitting the nail right on the head. Do you think we can get a wild card spot? We're 2 games behind the Athletics right now. I think we can. And if you watch my earlier videos, I will keep saying that the Yankees were not going to make the playoffs. If they keep this going, and this one's fouled away, so the count will go to 1-2. If they keep this going, regardless of whether they sweep or just win the series, I think they will make the playoffs. Because if they keep track of this, and then the Rays start slipping, which I don't think they have yet, the Red Sox start slipping, if those teams start slipping, even, I don't care about the division right now. It should have been a priority, but once again, we're not battling for that. I know a lot of Yankee fans maybe think that we're still in the division thing. I don't think we are because of the amount of procrastination we did in the first half of the season, making it the second half's problem, and the pitch to Odor is high, so it's going to be a full count. But I think if we're going to the playoffs, it's got to be a wild card. And I think we need to go to the playoffs, and I think we must go to the playoffs because the expectation is there. You traded for Rizzo, you traded for Heaney, you traded for Clay Holmes, you traded for Joey Gallo. The expectation is there, and if you don't, well, you know what? You failed. Sorry, but that's the way it is. And that's the way the people should see it. 3-2 pitch. Did he go? I thought he went. He did go, and that is strikeout number 2 of the inning. 2-way. Is that strikeout? No, that's strikeout number 1. Excuse me, but let me see. Yeah, that's strikeout number 3 for Daniel Lynch. Okay. Loco Joe says a lot of key contributors in years past simply have not been playing to the back of their baseball card this year. Injuries and COVID outbreaks are not helping things either. After the deadline, we turned things around. Oh, I definitely agree with you there. The problem was, and listen, you guys can have an opinion. It's just the point of backing it up. Like, everybody thinks that Cashman's a god because of these trades. He made good trades. Listen, Clay Holmes, other than last night, has been solid for us, swinging a miss by Higashioka. The count is 0-2. But do not forget, Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner put us in the position where we didn't have enough left-handed bats to have a successful lineup. Let's not forget that. We depended on Mike Tauchman. We depended on Mike Ford. We depended on Gardner. We depended on other lefties like Jay Bruce. Count is 0-2. Did he go? Bill Miller says yes, and that is another strikeout for Lynch as he pitches, I believe it was a 14-pitch inning, so not bad, and we're going to the bottom of the second. But let's not forget, people, he's the one who put us in this position. Last year, you guys, they relied on the same guys, the guys of, it's the next man up mentality. They depended on those guys. Yeah, fine. You saw last year that experiment had a time limit. Why go into this year with the same guys? And a lot of people are hypocritical, and I will call it out because the same people that were rooting on Clint Frazier, happens to be me, Clint Frazier. I was singing his prayer. I was singing his song. We need to give this guy a chance. Obviously, he hasn't proven it, even before the IL, which he actually is having a rehab assignment tonight, I think Tampa, with Jason Dominguez and all those other guys. But a lot of people are saying, we should have gotten Brantley Schwarber. You were rooting on Clint Frazier. Maybe Clint Frazier wouldn't have done as bad if we had enough left-handed bats. We should have got Brantley, should have got Schwarber. Well, you know what? That's a part of the past now. All we could say is what if. Local Joe says, I don't think Cash is good at all. He has been moving. He's been amazing overall for the last 2 decades, but he is not without faults. And well, the one thing is, and listen, the Yankees will never rebuild. As much as I wanted and I will admit this, I will stand by this. I wanted the Yankees to sell the deadline. And see is right now, and yes, the rehab assignment for Ombergy in AAA, rehab assignment in Tampa for Frazier. With that being said, now I forget. Yankees, and I said I wanted sell, but you look at some of the guys that are not even, you look at maybe 15% of this roster, which is homegrown. Gardner, Montgomery, let's see, some of the other guys, Sanchez, Higashioka, those guys we drafted. I'm talking about the guys we drafted. Not just, we scoop up prospects from another team and selling at the deadline, doing whatever. No. Hunter Dozier will step in, hitting 200 on the year. The first pitch is a high fly ball, got under it. Judge is there. He'll make the catch, one away. But the amount of first-round picks have been wasted in the last couple of years. Haven't been much. Well, the amount of first-round picks have not been much in the last couple of years. Michael Taylor will step in, former Washington National. Judge has been one of the only few first-round picks that have worked out for the Yankees. And a lot of people say, the draft doesn't matter in baseball. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Sure, it's not a step up to the opportunity like the NBA. The first pitch is high to Taylor, so it's going to be 1-0 count. It's not like the NBA, and it's not like the NFL. You're right. But just because it takes maybe 2 to 4 years to get up to the big leagues doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Fouled away on a curveball, count is 1-1. The way the franchise has been established, there's no way they'll rebuild. We eventually should. I definitely agree with you. I think it's not about status. I think it's about image. Because George Steinbrenner didn't want to rebuild ever. Obviously, I wasn't around and foul ball, so it's going to be 1-2. I was not around in the late 80s, early 90s with the Stump Merrill teams and the other teams like that. I was not around to judge them. Okay, I've only heard stories. But it seemed like he didn't want to rebuild, but eventually got those guys through the system, like Bernie Williams and Derek Jeter and the core four. But the problem is, once again, you have to draft well. The Yankees haven't drafted well in the last couple of years. All their first-round picks, or most of them, gone. Blake Rutherford, a guy I wanted to see work out in Chicago. Ian Clarkin in Chicago. Eric Jagelo, not even in baseball anymore. So those are some guys, once again. And that was fouled off his foot, I believe. So it's going to stay alive for Michael Taylor. Count is 2-2. But once again, it's all about image because the Yankees are built on a prospect of winning championships. They're given the phrase of buying championships. Now, do they actually buy championships? Yes and no. You guys can debate whatever. But they're on the expectation every year. We needed to go to the World Series, so it's a bust season. And they will never rebuild. They rebuild and they rebuilt. And here's the pitch. Count is 3-2. Mr. Cortes is not looking so great right now. They had a short rebuild in 2016. Traded Miller, traded Beltran, traded McCann, traded the other guy, Chapman. They came back the next year and won a lot of games, and then they proceeded to not come back, to not allow Girardi to come back. They didn't sign him to extension. This is a base hit to right field for Taylor, so he'll be on with 1 out. But this team is built on championships. They don't want to look like the Pittsburgh Pirates. If this league was a salary cap league, the Yankees would not be good. The Yankees have all the money in the MLB, besides the Dodgers, besides the Red Sox, besides a couple other teams. If this was a salary cap league, this team would not be where it is right now. And they should have established salary cap years ago. Cortes will try to pick off Taylor, but unsuccessful there, so he will stay at first. He's safe. And a lot of people, I'm not going to get much into the subject unless you guys want me to. Obviously, people were talking about the Barstool MLB deal last night on Twitter, and then somehow, and he tries picking off again. It's not going to work. People talking about the MLB Barstool deal, and then, people brought in, blackout restrictions. What the hell does that have to do with anything? And I'm not saying it's not a problem, but it's trust me when I say this, it is not an MLB exclusive issue. NFL, the outside pitch, so it's going to be 1-0 first pitch to answer Alberto. Give you a prime example. In 2018, I was in Pennsylvania, still living in Pennsylvania. I could not watch the Giants-Browns preseason game. I could not on NFL Network. Why? It was blacked out. FCC rules. NBA has their own problems. NBA TV or whatever. Pitch to Alberto. That's going to be a liner. Is this in the gap? No, it's caught by Davis. So Taylor will return to first base. And then people going on, and then people talking about the expanded playoff idea and about how, the competition needs to go up, blah, blah, blah. How about you actually go back to what the actual problem was, that being that there is no salary cap. This is why the Royals were a one-year wonder. That's why the Pirates are nothing. You look at two halves, two sides of the aisle. The Royals, for the past couple of years, have been trash. Let's be honest. Sorry, Royals fans, if there's anyone there. The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl and have been a competitive team in the NFL for years and years and years. Pitch is a little outside, but it's a strike. I don't want one. So, NFL, salary cap league. MLB, no salary cap. Free reign for the big markets. Oh, man, I've been talking a lot in the last couple minutes, but hey. Hano, one is he tries to pick him off again. How about you focus on the runner, Nestor? Come on. Excuse me. How about you focus on the batter? That's what matters. Local Joe says the way the franchise... Okay, I went over that one. And we still finished with a winning record last year. I wasn't even born the last time I had a losing season. Yeah, same here. I'm definitely on the same page. And the runner's going now that I said that. Higashioka, the throw is into center field. Taylor will go to third, and that will be charged to Kyle Higashioka for an error. And now he's on third with 2 outs and a 1-1 count to Whit Merrifield. Still fit. And we literally should not have been in the playoffs, but because COVID rules, and I'm not saying, it's not because of COVID, whatever, but they've been waiting to try out these rules for a long time now. Let's not act like it was just 2020 and they just magically thought of these rules. No, the second base rule, the 7-inning doubleheader, they want to speed up pace of play. That was all established years before. They've been testing out in the minors. Fly ball, foul. So we 1-2 count. But this team should not have been in the playoffs last year. And once again, they acted like it because they lost. They won to the Indians, lost to the Rays. This team doesn't play fundamentally. No, they don't. And I'll bring something up at the end of the inning because hopefully it should end soon. Hopefully it should. If it doesn't, well, I might say it anyway. 1-2 pitch, just high. Counts 2-2. Royals are now working his count. He's not at too many bad pitches, or at least not at a bad count. He's at 29 pitches through this whole entire game. He had about, 11, 12 in the first inning, maybe. Count is 2-2. The pitch is just fouled away. Backdoor curveball. But, Evan, I do have something to say on the fundamental part. Not saying that I don't agree with you. I do agree with you. Okay, so a lot of people are debating on Twitter that Nestor Cortes is just a bullpen guy. He's a one-start wonder. I don't necessarily agree with that, but then again, also, what options do we have? Throw me in. I have some experience pitching. Fly ball once again. Merrifield fighting it off. I need to get a pillow. My back hurts. Count is 2-2 as Nestor Cortes looks for a sign. 31 pitches, 2-2. Michael Taylor's on third with 2 outs. And the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball into center field. Will this get down? Davis back on the track. He's got it. And that's the end of the inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. Actually, 1 error. We go to the top of the third inning. The Royals still have a 2-0 lead. So let's do this. Top third. I have a pillow for my back, and I'm going to answer your question, or at least comment and reply. Oh, man. I need a pillow. My back hurts. Okay, so what I will say, a lot of people last night, and I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter, social media, whatever. There's this guy named Eduardo Perez who commented basically on the fact that Judge didn't take a secondary lead, stuff like that, when he was called out at home. And I didn't see the video, whether that was true or not, a lot of people were saying, oh, you got ratioed by Judge and stuff like that. Listen, the guy was safe. I mean, the MLB ought to do a better job of just hiring umpires, doing this, that, and the other thing, putting a camera behind home plate, because that's the second time, at least from what I've seen, the first one being the Elvis Andrus one in Tampa Bay, that, there was a play like that, and the umpire calls him out, and they don't overturn it. Whether it's pace of play, this, that, and the other thing, yeah, he was totally safe, Evan. But a lot of people are caught in the lisp or caught in the bubble of, oh, the Yankees are winning, so nothing else matters. I appreciate my team and whatever. I'm not a spoiled fan. I just see what I see, and I commentate on it. So let's play it out for a second here. That's a stray cat. Yeah. If any of you heard that, that was a stray cat. And it's raining outside, so you can probably bet on that it's looking for a friend. With that being said, we do go into the top of the third, but there's a possibility he did not get a good secondary. There is a damn good possibility. And that shit should be taught in the minor leagues and even in the major leagues. You should know that as a player. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people out there say, oh, Judge ratio this guy. I don't agree with ESPN a lot, whether it's ESPN, Fox Sports, stuff like that. But you have to be fundamentally sound. And that's honestly what this team isn't. I mean, if you're talking about fundamentally sound and say this team is fundamentally sound, or if somebody says it, so it's count of 1-1 on Jonathan Davis. If you say that, I could say to you, hey, what's the issue? Why do we have no guys with over 55 RBIs this season? Ground ball, little chopper to Lynch. He'll throw to first, and that's the first out of the inning. So that's what I got to say to that. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people, and they're trying to cater to the younger crowd with this whole home run or nothing mentality. That's what I feel. But, and then Sean brought up a good point to me when we were talking one day. He said maybe the issue is, and I think the trainer's out there, so that might not be a good thing for the Royals. For the Yankees, it might. Not wishing anything bad on him. So is he coming out? Is he going to throw some warm-ups? Maybe something in his leg. I guess the way he bounced with his legs on the dirt. That's what I'm going to say. Yes, he winced a little bit there. Okay, so he's throwing some warm-up pitches. He says he's good. So I guess for the Royals' sake, hopefully he's good. But in terms of fundamentally sound, you know what? And going back to my idea, okay, I know I was talking before Lynch obviously was warming up and everything. Home run or nothing mentality, whatever. Lynch is actually the 27th overall prospect. So that's interesting. I did not know that. Pitch to Velasquez is a fly ball to right center field. On the track is Taylor. He's not going to get there. It's going up against the wall. The Yankees will have their first hit. As Velasquez, there's a throw. It's going to be by the second baseman, but Salvador Perez is there. So Velasquez will have a one-out double. But Sean said it best. A lot of Little League coaches said to their players when they were younger, listen, if you strike out, it's okay. It's not okay. It's not, because that means you're not having a good approach at the plate. If you don't have a good approach at the plate, and obviously something's wrong with your stance. But the analytics bugs, the way the game is going towards analytics, that stuff's not going to get any better. And we'll see how much the product increases or decreases for the MLB in the coming years. But my opinion, it's not going to go in a good direction. We'll see what happens. But LeMahieu is up at the plate. Blocked by Salvador Perez. The count is 1-0. Thank you guys for joining me on this Tuesday night. Once again, I will be at FanFest tomorrow. So that will be definitely an exciting day for me. Count is 1-0 on DJ LeMahieu. And this is fouled away. Count 1-1. One and one count. And, they got him picked off, do they? He is safe at second base. They're checking right now. He pulled an inside move. And Velasquez nearly got picked off. He is safe. No, he's safe. But that's a good move. You know, lefties really, I'm not a lefty, but I think it's easier for a right-handed pitcher with the inside move. But then, once again, I could be wrong. Count 1-2. 26 stolen bases with Scranton. Wilkes-Barre leads AAA players. And Velasquez, he's not some rookie. He's not some developed player by the Yankees. He's been around. He's with the Phillies last year, I believe. Pitch just outside. Lynch wanted the call. It was 2 outside. Count is 2-2 to DJ LeMahieu, who's 0 for 1 today. And the 2-2 pitch. Hit to center. This should get Velasquez to third. It will. And he's tagging now. That's dangerous. That was a little dangerous. Not going to lie to you guys. Because he had time in the world. But let's see. He left a little late. He did. That's not that. No, that if he had a strong arm and had the throw on point, he could have gotten him. I'm sorry, a lot of people won't pick-point this, but he should have went back. If he dropped it or if the ball fell in, he should have went to third. Then he would have been home. But apparently I haven't played baseball with some people. Here's Stanton with 2 outs, just inside. Count 1-0. Honestly, I can't stand it. I know analytics are trending against it, but putting the ball in play is the way to go. Striking it all the time. Any other possibility? Yeah, I mean, and the swung on a miss by Stanton almost had his helmet fall off. But I agree with you. You know, the analytics want home run or nothing. It's easy to do what a computer says. And it's not just, it's an approach of an at-bat. It's an approach of an organization. In the dirt, and the Yankees will put a run up on the board. Perez got a little lazy with it, but though the pitch was a little wild, the Yankees do get a run on the board 2-1. Let's see where. Yeah, he thought he could pick it. He got away with a couple in terms of picking it, Salvador Perez, but that time he had to block in. Velasquez with his speed. Count is 3-1. Honestly, I mean, the way, you know what? I forget what I was going to say. But it's not just, and the pitch to Stanton, just a little inside, but that is a strike, according to Bill Miller. Counts 3-2. Got to be smart here. But in terms of analytics, there's no fundamentals involved. It's home run or nothing, and that's how, not just, here's the pitch, fouled away. It's not just how, an at-bat goes. It's not how a lineup goes. It's how an organization goes. Analytics favor bullpen usage. And that bullpen usage could go to shit. That's why in my opinion, the Yankees kept Chad Green. 3-2. Stanton, ground ball, base hit to left field. So 2-out rally possibility for the Yankees as Stanton has gotten on twice tonight. He's 1-for-1 with a walk. Judge will now come up to the plate. But the analytics, there's no fundamentals involved in, stuff like that. That's just the basic facts. And I know give me 1 second here. I know you know what? I forgot what I was going to say because I've been sidetracked by 7 different things, but here's the pitch to Judge. Swung on and missed. But once again, that in my opinion, that was why the Yankees kept Chad Green and not Luis Sessa. Luis Sessa was not favored by analytics. If he was favored by analytics, he would have pitched more in that Boston game. They gave it to Chad Green because they rushed him to a save. And look what happened. Judge, and that's going to dunk it for a base hit. So the Yankees could get something going here with runners on first and second. Joey Gallo coming to the plate with 2 outs. But that's why, in my opinion, that's why they traded Sessa. Because they like Green more. So, once again, we'll see. Yankees are in a good position right now. Joey Gallo, as Lucas warned, he said it on the last podcast episode, which once again will be this Friday, next Friday, and we'll be returning Mondays. But he said, as he said, Joey Gallo is not good with runners in scoring position. Sure, he could walk. Sure, he could get on base. Not good with runners in scoring position. Speaking of which, here's Joey Gallo. Struck out earlier tonight. Had a good at-bat, but looked at a slider right down the middle. First pitch to Gallo. Swing and a miss right down on the corner. Count is 0-1. The 0-1 to Joey Gallo from Lynch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Once again, that's that home run or nothing swing. I'm not expecting this guy to be a 270 hitter. I'm not, because that's not what his career has been. But we got to call it as we see it. We can't be defending this guy. When he does wrong, he does wrong. So we'll see what happens. But 0-2 pitch. Just a little upstairs, count 1-2. The 1-2 to Gallo. Just a little outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Joey Gallo. On the way. Fouled away again. And this could be another at-bat that ends in a strikeout. Could end in a walk. Could end in like 700 different ways. But Joey Gallo, I don't know. I forget. I think there was a slider. Let me check real quickly. Okay, well, MLB does not like to update. MLB at bat does not like to update on time, on cue. Okay, so that was a slider. Expect a fastball or something. Don't expect the same pitch. Or expect the same pitch and swing at it and not get a hit. So, once again, guys, no runners, not hitting with runners in scoring position, but the Yankees do get one back on a total of 3 hits, no errors. They get one back going to the bottom half of the third. We've been live for almost an hour already, so interesting. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what Twitter's doing. Once again, guys, speaking of the Twitter people, you guys wanted Joey Gallo. This is what he is. You may not like it now. You may have rooted on it, but I knew what the Yankees were buying into. a strikeout guy who hits home runs. This guy has like 55 RBIs on the year. Not much. That means you don't get hits a lot of the time that are not home runs. This guy's hitting 215, 58 RBIs. Okay, so maybe I was wrong on the other thing, but once again, people love this trade, but we knew who he was in Texas. Yeah, you know? And once again, and listen, do I like to cause drama and, start commentating and start ripping people? Really, no, honestly. But the thing is that, something I brought up, and obviously their advertising Fields Dreams game, I'll get back to commentary in a second. But Michael Kay, who's obviously the Yankees broadcaster on Yes, when he does his show, it feels like he's not giving his opinion. He's telling him what the Yankees say. I ain't watching your show, buddy, to hear what the Yankees say. I can watch a press conference for that. I want to hear what you say. Here's the pitch to Lopez in there for a strike from Nestor Cortes. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I feel like he's giving the Yankees perspective and scared to give his own perspective. Or if he gives his perspective, it's not a good one, and he doesn't like to get ripped for it. Fly ball to left field, stands under it. He'll make the catch, one away. It sucks that Rizzo has COVID. Yeah, it does. What's going on, Valix Prime Sports? It does suck that he has COVID. It does. A lot of people yesterday were talking about, Anthony Rizzo who? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? This guy, if it wasn't for him, we had won most of these games. Miami, talk about, winning, we wouldn't have won that series without Anthony Rizzo. So, and it's fun. Once again, it's funny. A lot of people that are talking about, these people ripped Voit. Well, you ripped him too before he went on the IL. Not saying I didn't, because I did. Honestly, I feel the exact opposite every time I listen to his show. What do you mean? Count 1-0. Count is 2-0 to Perez, who hit the home run off of Nestor Cortes. I need like 3 of these tonight, the way I'm going. Count is 2-0. Fly ball, will that stay fair? Judge is there. He's on the track, 2-way. Michael Kay is biased towards Boone because he liked when he was hired. They're friends. This is my opinion. Once again, you guys take it how you want, whatever. They're friends, but he also works for that station. Now, I honestly didn't listen to that show much in the Girardi era, so I can't say whether he favored Girardi or not, but, it's honestly, in my opinion, you guys, once again, can have your opinions and stuff like that. Pitch to Santana just a little outside, despite Higashoka framing it. You guys can say what you want. You guys can watch whatever show you want. Cortes quickly getting back in the groove. And the pitch to Santana is a fly ball into center field. That'll be right for Davis for the final out. So we've gone 3 innings, and it's 2-1 Kansas City. In terms of that show, I really haven't been able to watch it since pre-pandemic. I just have not been sucked into that show because I think it's all nonsense. And my personal, and once again, this is my honest opinion. This ain't for clicks. This ain't for all that other crap. But all they talk is Yankees, hyping them up and stuff like that. We got the preseason coming up. Was that a topic on the show? The Knicks Summer League. Talking about the Knicks, basketball and not really making salient points. I don't know. I just don't feel that show has, and it's not just that show. I think ESPN has really devalued itself within the last year. I know he's limited to certain things because he's the main announcer, but he rips in the team when they perform poorly. He has echoed Yankee fans in sentiments regards to, so I'll let you finish there, definitely. But what I will say to that is the lack of left-handed hitters. I watch it sometimes when I like Peter Rosenberg. They also don't talk football and sometimes try to fill air. Training camp in general should have been discussed when it comes to Giants and Jets. What was I going to say? Obviously, once again, to this point, I have not watched that show enough to critique them all the way. But, he blames the players. There are some days where he says it's Aaron Boone's fault, but some of the stuff he's said in the last couple of weeks, from what I've heard, just no. My personal opinion, once again, I'm not stopping anybody from watching that show, but just the whole ESPN lineup has really devalued itself, in my personal opinion, over the last year. The hot takes, and this comes with being a content creator, because I've realized within the last year and a half how fake some of these takes are. When it comes to, I'm a content creator and I actually do the research, while some of these guys just say it for the money. So, well, and Chris Carlin too. I mean, he's just a complete idiot. Voit will step into the box and swing and miss on a slider. Count his own one. And here's the pitch to Voit. Swung and a miss 0-2. Not a great start for Voit. Lucas said this on a podcast a couple of weeks ago. Why are people noticing now that Boone's a puppet? He's talking about the media in general, but once again, we can disagree on things. Ball in the dirt, count 1-2. I'll get to your comment in just 1 second, Evan. 1-2. Count the pitch. Voit pops one up. Very high pitch into center field. Taylor is there. He'll catch the first out of the inning. I don't know if you watch First Take, but it seems like Stephen A. is never on the show, and I don't know why, but it pisses me off. I never see anyone taking days off on Good Morning Football. Good Morning Football, I mean, I never take it seriously. I don't think it's meant to be taken seriously in some occasions, but I do not have a problem with Good Morning Football. Some people do, and I don't know why, but it's not like I guess in your case, Stephen A. doesn't have a show anymore. His own radio show. He used to have his own radio show, and I thought it was pretty funny. Once again, that was like 2-3 years ago. But, once again, 2-3 years ago, and he doesn't have a show now, so I don't know what he's preparing for. But that's just me, I guess, in your case, Evan. The 1-0 pitch, Odor fouls one away. Yeah, Max Kellerman. ESPN having Max Kellerman have a show was probably one of the worst ideas in modern sports history. I mean, this guy's just complete idiot. And if he's not a complete idiot, he comes up with shit the day before just to say so he gets a reaction. That's why you see all these people, and I'm not ripping them. The 1-1 pitch, just high. You see all these people coming out here and saying, Max Kellerman said this about the Giants. Stephen A. Smith said this. Dominique Foxworth said this. I don't care because I don't do that type of content. Okay? I don't do the reactions. Sorry, I'm not wasting my time. That's giving them more clicks, more content, more laughs. Pitch to Odor, so it's going to be 3-1, a little wild with that fastball. So why? You see some, and once again, some of these content creators I associate with. I have no problem with them personally. I have no problem with them in terms of, being a Giants fan, whatever. Some of these guys, they do the reactions. Sorry, I'm not up for that. Unless it's something serious, as Odor walks to start off the inning with one out. What was I going to say? With that being said, just like, I'm not that type of guy that goes out there and says, I got to do reaction to this. So Alex-GajovichProtich will step up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. I'm not a guy that does reaction videos. I'm not, because, I'm going to post my reaction to someone who's obviously doing it for clicks. Like, why would I give them an extra view? That's why I don't even tap on that shit. Just me, guys. 69 pitches for Daniel Lynch so far. Pitch to Higashioka just on the corner. Count 0-1. Man, I'm so excited for preseason this week. If just also as well, if anyone has HBO Hard Knocks premieres tonight, I am actually taping that because I want to say I think it's 4 episodes, 6 episodes. I think it's 4. Yo, 1 fly ball to left field on the track at the wall. It is gone. Kyle Higashioka, the home run stroker with a 2-run shot to left field, and the Yankees have retaken the lead 3-2. He's getting Higgy with it. That's a John Sterling saying, by the way. Probably made the call on that one. But the Yankees, once again, they're up. They're up top. 3-2. Maybe I'll be wrong, but once again. Good shot by Higgy. That looked like it was going. Just going to say that right now. But the pitching, the offense has to stay there. Here's a pitch to Davis just down and away towards the right-handed batter's box. 1-0. The pitch to Davis again just in the dirt, so losing a little bit of command here for Lynch as he is at 72 pitches. Fastball right down the plate. 1 JD is better than Hard Knocks. No, Luca. Okay. Fouled off by Davis. No, Luca, nobody cares about 1 Jets drive. Nobody cares about 1 Jets drive. Fastball right down the middle. Yeah. I mean, Higashioka's not that stupid. Actually, no, that was actually not a fastball. It was a changeup. At least according to MLB at bat. 2-2 count on Davis. One of the big mistakes that this Yankees team has made in the last couple of weeks was even picking up this guy. Whether he's good or not, should have never sent down Greg Allen. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He's just going to jog with him, throw to first, 2 away. There are just trolls who go on TV and get paid for saying stupid things that are not even true. The shows on ESPN are stupid, and Sports Center is not what it used to be. That's the staple of ESPN now. Like, other than Sports Center, what are you going to go watch First Take? Like, I don't watch Sports Center. I don't. To be honest with you, other than the Yankee game, the Giants games, the Knicks games, I don't watch TV. You know, if I'm bored, I'll say, okay, let's see what's on. But I don't watch TV like that. I don't watch sports shows like I used to. I'll listen to some podcasts on occasion, and some of that I don't even do. But I just also hate how a lot of people are coming on YouTube and coming on the podcast era and trying to be ESPN. Meanwhile, that's a platform, and that's kind of the thing. Here's the pitch to Velasquez, swung on a miss, 101. People are trying to be that and be on podcasts. And that's why I don't like PFF. They have their own podcasts, do whatever, but they're that's all hot takes, analytics. I think it's biased. 1-2 count, just a little on the inside corner. Not really, but hey. I think some of their grades are bull. But listen, that's me. You know, and once again, 1-2 goes to 2-2. Like Colin Cowherd and all these guys and Max Kellerman, Skip Bayless trying to use PFF because they're trying to reference analytics that supports their narrative. That's my personal opinion on PFF. 2-2 pitch to Velasquez. He could not hold up. Strike 3. But the Yankees do get 2 runs on 1 hit. That hit being a Higashioka homer. And the Yankees are in front by a score of 3-2. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Oof. Hot down here. Now people like Higgy again. I've always liked Higgy. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, shutdown inning, please. Yeah, yes, please. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, I was still in. I remember 3 houses that I lived in. This one is really an apartment, but the 2 prior. So it was a couple of years ago. I went to a Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders game. I think it was on Mother's Day. If not, it was the year after, because Mother's Day, I think, was 2014, the year after, whatever. So, this guy signs my glove. And I don't know where that glove is to this day, and I will always pinch myself in the neck for it this day. And I have something to show you guys. It's going to be on Friday. I forgot to bring it down here. But Kyle Higashioka signed my glove about a couple of years ago. I don't know where that glove is, unfortunately. But Higashioka signed my glove. And, that's something I won't forget. Once again, I pinch myself in the neck for even just yeah. When was the last time you went to a Giants game? I went back in 2017 when they beat the Chiefs. Regular season, I've never been. There's a couple of things right now with my future, I guess, like with college and stuff like that are coming in the way. And I want to go to the Eagles game so bad. And there's a fly ball to start the inning. Stanton will be there, one away. I've never been to a regular season game. I went to the Bears-Giants preseason game 2 years ago. Year before that, the Jets-Giants preseason game. But I've never been to a regular season. I want to go to the Eagles game. And hopefully with some money that I do have. Let me see if those tickets are still on sale. If they are, I'm going to try to get them. If not, then, well, I'm kind of shit out of luck. But there's also other tickets. Here we go. So I have 2 tickets. I'm not letting you guys see. No offense, but I want to see if they're still here. Okay, they're still here. $220. Okay, not bad. Pitch is in there for a strike to Emmanuel Rivera. So, and I want to go this year. And someone offered me. It's very nice. That person was coming in from the West Coast. Hey, listen, I need a buddy to go with me to a game. Count as 0-2, swung on a miss by Rivera. Someone offered me randomly out of the blue on Instagram one night, listen, I need a buddy to go with for the Falcon team. I said, that's nice of you, but I'm not really going to pay $250 to go to that game. Okay, Nestor Cortes is doing that wind-up crap again where he's putting that leg up. It's fun, but this one goes into the seats, foul. Yeah, I don't know what was just on, but yeah, I'm not wasting $200. Well, it's not a waste, but I'm not putting $260, $270 when I'm trying to go to another game. Honestly, that means a little more to me. And listen, Eli getting inducted, that's the Falcons game. That's the one that he was offering. Yeah, sure. I wish I would have knew that, how many months ago, so I could just say, hey, I'm going to buy tickets, because tickets would have been low for that game. So I'm either trying to go to the Eagles game, which I really want to go to because number one, the entertainment's going to be there. 2, it's going to mean so much because it's late in the year. It's an Eagles game, that stuff. Fighting with the Eagle fans. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopper right to Velasquez, and that's 2 away. So I'm trying to go to that game or the Panthers game. I want to see what the Panthers tickets look like. Because if they're not bad, I'm going to try to go to that one. I'm going on Yankees. I'm still in baseball season mode. And I'm also, depending on scheduling, now, I don't know how good this will work out. I'm also trying to go to the New England preseason game. If I can do that, and strike 1 to Hunter Dozier, if I can do that, I will be in heaven. Carolina tickets as low as $56. Yeah, I mean that's considerably cheap compared to the Eagles game. Pitch just low outside. Also, the Sunday game against Washington, Week 18. I know I've been told, meet me at this game, whatever. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I could definitely afford it. It just, there's a lot of things that play into that. 1 and 2 count. On Hunter Dozier. .48 pitches for Cortes. 2 outs. Dozier 0 for 1 today. And right there on the bottom of the strike zone. Strike 3. Cortes gets out of the inning. And the Yankees still lead 3-2. We're going to the 5th. Let's see, bottom of Due up for the Yankees is the following. It's going to be LeMahieu, Stanton, and Judge. So, top of the order once again. Here we are. Let's see. Yep. Shouts to Juwazi. If that's your name, by the way. I know that like a lot of people mispronounce those type of names, excuse me. Nestor Cortes has retired 8 in a row, so that's pretty good. Pretty good for Nestor Cortes. Someone said earlier that Field of Dreams, Rays tied it up 4-4. Who are they playing tonight? They're playing the Red Sox, are they? No. Why the hell am I not seeing them? I'm blind as a bat. Oh, yeah, they are playing the Red Sox. I was right. Apparently JD Martinez was supposed to go on the COVID IL, but what happened was I think it was a false positive. So that's not good. 10, and where's the Yankees game? I just had it. Right here. Okay. I'm used to it. Well, my last name's pretty long, so I'm used to people butchering that. And for some reason, MLB at bat is ahead of the Yankees, and they're showcasing Eloy Jimenez. Yeah, they're already ahead of the Yankee broadcast, which is really weird. Chris Sale will start versus Baltimore, so he's coming back. That should be good for them. Ball in the dirt. Cleveland is beating the A's 3-2. Yeah, a buddy of mine, well, Evan knows him especially. Copizzle bet on the Indians tonight. So that should be interesting to see. He's usually a good better, though. Count is 2-1, pitch upstairs. Two 2-1 from Daniel Lynch. 84 pitches so far. LeMahieu for 2 tonight. And the count is 3-1, just a little outside. Has been struggling with that fastball on the left. Well, it's really on the corner of the strike zone, but it's at the top. It's higher than the chest. So Copizzle had been going at it on Twitter about the G-men. Oh, I've known that. I know that. 3-2. So the Yankees, they wrap up. Let's see, where are we? Okay. They wrap up the series tomorrow, then Chicago. Pitch inside, and LeMahieu will take a walk. So for the Yankees' upcoming schedule, and I should do it for the Royals too, because I'll be fair. Let's see where we're at. They finish up the series tomorrow. Then the day after that, they have the Field of Dreams game. Then they take a day off on Friday. They'll have the Chicago game, 2 more games in actual Chicago. Then they'll play 1 game against LA at home because I think that was one of the rain delay games. Pitches in there for a strike to Stanton, as in the LA Angels. Then they'll stay at home against Boston, stay at home against Minnesota. Might want to go to one of those games near my birthday. Stanton up high, 1-1. Where are we at? Then after that, Atlanta and Oakland and LA to finish out the month. Let's check what the Royals are doing, even though they're not really in the greatest of contention right now. Pitches inside, but he's been calling that all night, so it's 1-2. Finish up the series tomorrow. Then they verse St. Louis, their Missouri interstate rivals. Then they verse Houston. Ball in the dirt. Is he going? Of course, my TV froze out for like a second, but he didn't go, so it's 2-2. Then they stay home against Houston, go to Chicago, go to Houston, and go to Seattle, and then stay home against Cleveland to finish up the month. So that's kind of the way the penny rolls on that one. The count is 2-2 on Stanton. He's 1-for-1 today with a walk. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul. See, once again, here you get a lesson from me. All that looks, I think that's ribs or something. That looks really good. Ribs, steak, some type of beef, whatever, but that looks really good. Here's a lesson. I know it's not great, and I don't have a bat with me, but he's chopping down on the ball. That's why you're getting all those, and then he's under the ball, so he's going like this. So that's going to be an out. Hunter Dozier makes the catch. LeMahieu go back to first, so Judge is up the plate. But in terms of under it, he was under it like this, so that's why I hit it up like that. And then in terms of the way he was grounding the ball, going like this. So just a little baseball lesson for you guys. You know, I know a lot of analytics bugs don't show you that. Though they'd rather talk about their geekiness and try to take your money. I don't try to take your money, guys. Never have. Oof. Man. I mean, nothing. Just, I didn't even read the full comment yet. I'm like, this guy has already beat me at this. What was the best game you ever went to? For me, it was the Game 6 of 2009 ALCS when we beat the Angels to advance. I bought the last bleacher seat for $11. $11? Holy shit. $11. That's considerably cheap. A, for Yankee Stadium, that's debatable. And then really the second reason, number 2, for the playoffs. I've been to a lot of games. The worst game I could definitely tell you, and it doesn't mean the experience was bad, was 19-5. That was supposed to be a birthday present from my family member. One of my family members. I ended up going to that game instead of the Orioles game, which was that Tuesday, get blown out 19-5. Which wasn't the greatest. Best game I've been to? There's a couple of good, the regular season games, so they don't really mean as much, and they've been mostly earlier in the year. I've been to Old Timers Day. I've been to Opening Day 2016. Both of those they lost against the Astros. Pitch to Gallo is just a little outside. So there was the game against the Braves 2 years ago, which was the day before July 4th, which was pretty good. We won that game. I think Higgy actually hit a home run that game. So that was fun. I think Stanton hit a home run that game as well. I went to the game tie-in started against Brad Keller this season in the Bronx. That was fun, finally coming back to the Bronx after 2 years. 1-1 as Gallo swings and misses. Let's see. I was supposed to go to – actually, you know what? Never mind, because I would have stopped myself. I went to a game on my birthday. So I'm going to say that Royals game this year. And Perez gets lazy with it. And LeMahieu goes to second. I think that's LeMahieu. Yeah, it's LeMahieu, so we'll go to second. It has to be between, and obviously, once again, a little bit of a fluke, whatever. But it has to be between that and the first game I went to. Because the first game I went to was 2012. It was Jackie Robinson Day against the Angels, 11-5 win. And it was my first game there at Yankee Stadium. Pitch to Gallo is flied out. Well, not flied out, excuse me, was fouled away. So it's a tie between that Royals game this year and my first Yankee game because I saw Mark Teixeira, who happens to be my favorite player. I saw Derek Jeter, Raul Ibanez, some of the core Yankees. So that probably has to be up there in terms of my favorite games, the best games I've been to. I'm going to the September 11th game between the Yankees and the Mets. I went to the Mets and Yankees game when the Yankees were bad. I wanted to go to that game. It was expensive, but at some standard, I would say, you know what, screw it. The game means a lot to New Yorkers. And B, I don't know what quality seats I would get if I wanted to purchase them now. It's a 2-2 count on Gallo. because the Yankees have been flip-flopping all year, on a winning streak, or not on a winning streak. I don't want to go there, waste $200, $300 on a seat, plus transportation, plus food, if this team's going to lose on the 20th anniversary of 9/11. So I just don't think that it was totally on the worth it side. But once again, and Gallo will take a walk. So instead of striking out, he'll take a walk. So Mike Matheny will go to the bullpen. So that is it for Lynch after 100 pitches. Lynch finishes the game with 1 home run given up in 4.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 Ks. So he struck out Gallo twice. And the only guys that didn't strike out against him were Stanton LeMahieu, Voit, and Davis. So they're going to the bullpen. I forget who they're bringing in. And I haven't showed it yet, but I showed him one in the bullpen earlier. I'll get the name in just a second, guys. 9 people. I mean, honestly, that is a went to the Phillies game tonight. It's what I deserve. Oi. That was from one of the Giants content creators. What the hell was I going to say? Honestly, guys, just like shout outs to Tudo. Drop by your office to pay my respects and slap all Eagle fans on my way out Pasano. Shout outs to Tudo for always checking in once a stream. 9 to 10 to 11 consistent viewers on this channel, even for 2 minutes, means a lot to me, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Even if you're a Royals fan, we will talk baseball with you. I say we because there's 2 other members a part of this channel. So, just see something right there. And once again, I guess there could be a lot of people or some people going live right now, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, but you guys chose this channel for a damn good reason. I just checked. We are up to 15 likes. Thank you guys so much for that. So they took out Lynch after 100 pitches. They're going to Domingo Tapia. They're very low on their bullpen because of last night, which once again doesn't surprise me. So Domingo Tapia has a 3.24 ERA. Let's see his other stats on the season. No decisions. He's been in 9 games, 7 strikeouts, 8.1 innings pitched, 1.44 whip, excuse me. Was with Boston last year. Kansas City got traded. I guess he got. One second, guys. I'm now aware that I was talking because this thing. Hold on, let me show you guys. This thing likes to unhook sometimes. But what I was saying was Domingo Tapia, 3.24 ERA, 1.44 whip, no decisions in 10 games. Well, this is his 10th game, but no decisions. So it's a 2-0 count to Luke Voit. Let's see if he can do something here. He's got 0 for 2 tonight, 235 average on the season. Hit his 4th home run last night and another RBI as well. I think that's what got the Yankees on the board last night. Count is 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider down in the strike zone, 2-1. I would have just taken it. This guy wants to crush it, and let's be honest, that's his mentality. But, when you have 2 outs and you have a new pitcher, you want to see what his stuff is. You don't want to swing right away. 2-1. 3-1 fastball. Actually, that's a sinker outside. 3-1. So he could have a walk already. All championship caliber teams are about ownership, management, coaching, training, and preparation. Personas, the players are just pieces of the puzzle. Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember you saying that. I think it was the last podcast episode or the one before that, but you are definitely right on that. Tudo. The count is 3-1 on Voit just inside, and the bases are loaded for the Yankees in this situation coming up is Rougned Odor. So very interesting spot for the Yankees. Let's see if we can lift this up a little bit. This chair squeaks a lot. Excuse me. All right, there we are. It's hot as hell down here. I ain't putting a fan on because I ain't necessarily trying to blast you guys with background noise. Oh boy. So Tapia 5 pitches turned into a walk, 2 outs. Runners all over the base paths, which means the base is loaded for Odor. 0 for 1 tonight. Also walked, scored on the Kashoka home run, pitch just outside, and 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-0. Coming from the stretch, looking for the signs. Here's the pitch. Odor swing and miss. Tried to put that one in the right field. Count is 1-1. Very good fastball. Very dangerous location, but Odor really tried putting that one in the right field. So that's kind of the result on that one. The count is 1-1. Odor swinging and a missing. Again, 1-2. I don't know, honestly. Once again, this team has been winning 9 of their last 11. But I don't know why they play him at third. LeMahieu can play third. Wade can play third. Don't understand why Odor's playing third. He does a lot of backhand. Just field it like a ground ball at second. Like you can backhand at second. Not everything's a backhand at third. It's called the hot corner for a reason. You know, line drive at you. Can't do it like this. Odor, the pitch just down and away. Change up, 2-2. About 200 of us from Italy have been going to the U.S. every year to attend the Giants-Eagles, except last year due to the pandemic, but we're on it this year. Hope to see you guys. If I go to that game, hope to see you guys. I know Entertainer's going to be there. I know a lot of other people will be there. Definitely one of the games I'm looking into. Those 2 ticket spots are still available, and they're in good spots. Odor fouls this one off, so he stays alive. But I would definitely love to have those spots. I just need a little more money right now, and we could finagle that. But if it's not that game, it needs to be a regular season game this year because we don't know what the hell's going to happen. You know, the last year and a half has been what the hell is happening next thing. Odor fouls this one back, and still 2-2. But I'm scared, honestly, because obviously the Giants came out with their color rush and their uniform schedule just overall. Tampa Bay doesn't bother me, even though we won against Tampa Bay last year. Couldn't do something different. But the thing is this. You did it against the Eagles. That's what I'm scared about. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So the Yankees strain 3 with 2 outs. Tapia comes out of the situation unscathed. No runs. I don't think any hits. All based on walks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're all either former or current pro rugby players with MMA training. The smallest and shortest dude among us is 6'2", 235 pounds. Jesus Christ. Wow. That's some top-notch stuff, Tudo. But they've been terrible in their color rush. They've been terrible. They've been 0-5. 2016 against the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. 2017 against the Cowboys, 1 o'clock p.m. game. 2018 against the Eagles at home, we lost. We got blown out. 2019 against the Cowboys on Monday Night Football, we got blown out. 2020, we lost a close game to the Bucs, 0-5. And we're wearing it twice this year. For 2 weeks in a row, no less. So that's going to be an interesting part of the conversation. Nine people in here so far. Thank you guys. We've been thrown out and banned from MetLife so many times for so many years for bullying, harassing, and beating up all opposing fans. Well, if you guys are doing that against the Eagles, then if they started shit with you, I wouldn't be so surprised. And apparently, I don't know if it's like MSG or not, because MSG apparently, according to one of my subscribers, has like a face recognition system, kind of like the guy who spit on Trae Young. But if they don't have that face recognition stuff, anyone could come into the stadium at any time. They could be banned 7 times. So I guess they're showing when Andrew Velasquez got drafted at a Fordham Prep. That's just in the Bronx. Not too far from me. I think it's like a 1 hour, 2 hour train ride. Yeah, Velasquez is 27, but he's been around. The Rays, Diamondbacks, ones who drafted him, Indians, Orioles, Yankees. I could have sworn this man was with the Phillies, but I guess I'm wrong. So Michael Taylor has an 0-1 count on him. Nestor Cortes at 50 pitches, so that is not bad. Count 0-1, Cortes. The pitch shows a bunt, and this rolls foul. So, not great placement of a bunt. I mean, it was late. Taylor's got speed, but too much to the left side. But I guess Odor, for a not third baseman, played it very, very, very well. 0-2 on Taylor. Now you can't bunt unless, if you knew that, you're pretty stupid, because any foul ball is a strikeout. That's the rules. I guess umpires just enforce them. Count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Just down in the strike zone. 1-2. That it was a slider, 85 miles an hour. We're all known as Italian New York Giants Special Task Forces at MetLife, but all Eagle fans call us the New York Giants Demolition Crew at the Link. Pretty decent name. I mean, it's at least, I guess, nobody's calling you the trash of Italy, the trash of New York, But then again, fly ball to right field. Judge barely has to move a square inch, 1 away. But let's see who's texting me. Okay, so I got a new follow. We are up to 980 followers, so we are 20 away on Twitter from 1,000. Just letting you guys know that. And that is a bunt but foul for Hanser Alberto. What is this thing with bunting down the third base line? Like, if you are a lefty, fine, but do it to the right side. You do it to the left side, it's going to go foul. But if you guys haven't already, go follow the Twitter. That's where I'm most active. Like Instagram, Nets Nationals game has been suspended. That's a rip. That's just a big fat freaking rip right there. Count is 0-2 as Alberto fouls away. Because the Talking Giants crew, Danny, Justin, and Bobby were at that game. And they can't go now because tomorrow's FanFest. But if you haven't already, follow that Twitter. It's where I'm most active. Instagram, I'm active, just not as much. 980 followers, guys. So go ahead and follow. You guys get my takes. A lot of other stuff. And cool giveaways. Maybe we'll do some giveaways again. Definitely going to do a giveaway if they do it again this year. Hopefully they do. The homecoming party. Now, once again, I don't know if they're doing it because they're doing this FanFest thing. But 2 years ago, I remember they did this whole celebration game. Not celebration game, but it was like a homecoming thing. I forget what it's called. I got to look it up on my phone. I posted it from 2 years ago. So the 1-2 count from Cortes to Hanser Alberto, who actually used to be with the Yankees for a little bit. Found a way to the right side. Let's see. 2 years ago. Okay, here we are. Giants kickoff party. That's what it was. Keep saying celebration games, shit like that. 1-2, fly ball to center. Davis has to barely move. and it's 2 away. Jabozi says the A's have tied it up at 3. Interesting. What inning are they in? I have it on here. Top of the 8th. So maybe it's on MLB Network or something. Whit Merrifield will step up to the plate, singled in the first, and scored. We don't go to Link to watch the game, just to bully, harass, leaving our signature behind, broken noses, and missing front teeth. Count is 1-0 on Merrifield. The pitch. And that is an opposite field base hit. That's going to at least be a double in the gap. Merrifield with a 2-out hit, and this could be something for the Royals. Next up is Nicky Lopez. Oh, boy. So Merrifield on second. Here's Nicky Lopez. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Cortes at only 62 pitches, which isn't bad. Here's the pitch. Just a little inside, a tailing fastball. Count 1-0. Lopez had a key hit for the Royals last night. I think it was an RBI single in one of the later innings. Wouldn't be too surprised. Count 1-0. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Will he get him? The throw is into left field. The runner will score. Higashioka with another error. Will that be on Odor? Otherwise, it is a 3-3 game. Alex, Sean's inspiring you to say that. I bet that, Luca. If I was able to set it up on StreamYard, and I don't think you can do that unless you're bottom of the 7th. We're not even there. What the hell did I type in? Jesus Christ. It must be on like acid or something. But yeah, you're not, Luca, you're not beating me. I think Sean's got his hand up your ass, just like Cashman has his up Boone's. Let's see where the scoring is on that. That's going to be on Higgy, so I definitely agree that was Higgy. He should have threw it. I don't care if Odor's a third baseman or not, but you just took one thing away from you that you did good. In terms of, and here's a pitch to Lopez. That's going to be a strike. It's 3-1. It's found it. Well, no shit, Luca. But he should have just threw it on point or didn't throw it or not thrown at all. It was 2 outs. It wasn't 0 outs. Not a great throw by Hickey. 2 tonight. I mean, I know they have Brantley, but, swing and a miss. What? 3-1? What? Did the S Network keep up with the? I guess not. Okay, anyway. 3-3. At the end of the 5th, we're going to the 6th. He's probably saying this shit in the chat. Yeah. Funny. Dennis Schroeder not getting a contract. Well, yeah, you got a contract. It's just not $84 million. Jamal Adams' contract talks still at a standstill. Well, he's a clown anyway. He's a clown. Mitch Trubisky. On signing with the Bills, nice to be in a place where people want you and care about you progressing as a person, as a player. Yeah, Chicago fans aren't going to take that well, but Trubisky did not live up to the second pick hype. I mean, a lot of people thought the Mahomes pick and the Watson pick were bad. It's debatable on the Watson pick, but the Mahomes pick, I mean, obviously we all know that was, right? Yankee fans being bipolar again, but once again, I guess we'll see how long that lasts. So hopefully the Yankees can come up with something in the top half. Higashoka's leading off. You talk about good timing, right? Higashoka, Davis, and Velasquez. The Yankees are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight. Their runs being on a wild pitch and a 2-run shot by Higgy. So I guess he has a chance to redeem himself if he hits another home run. I don't think he will, but once again, I've been proven wrong before. Once again, guys, thank you guys for coming here. There's a lot of channels probably streaming tonight. You guys came to this one, supporting this one. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification buttons to get notified when live stream pops video drops. With that being said, follow the Twitter, follow the Instagram, Twitter most likely. That's where I'm active. And once again, feel free to ask questions. MLB, NFL, NBA. Strike one to Higashoka. Hey, it's about a sinker, just a little in the inside corner. I'm going to guess you're a Jet fan, Joe. I wasn't too happy when we traded Adams, but then I found out what we got, and I was ecstatic. Especially right now. I mean, yeah, you guys got Bradley McDougald, and, you know, he's a free agent now. He's looking for the 49ers to sign him. But you guys got some good stuff. I'm going to look real quickly in terms of, like, first. You guys ended up trading that 20-something pick to get up to 15 to get Vera Tucker, if I'm not mistaken. If that's true, and I think I am pretty dead on about that. That's foul way for Higashoka. I think I'm pretty dead on about that. That's right there. I think that's a win because I wanted Vera Tucker for the Giants. Like, it wasn't my first. It wasn't my first option, but and yes, I know I'm being. Oh, trust me, I know Yankee Jet fans. There's no being weird about that. Luka, and that's you cannot look at that, bro. Please, Kyle. I said this about Gary a lot. I said this about Stan a lot. I say this about Glaber a lot. Just because of one or two errors, do not take yourself out of the game. That's, even if that's a tad inside, and it's not, even if it was a tad inside, you gotta freaking swing. This is the problem. Not just no fundamentals, but you take yourself out of the game. Anyway, here's Jonathan Davis. Luca, who's in the chat, he's a Jet Yankee fan. I know a lot of people like that. So once again, you're not weird. First and actually, you know what? Let me do it something like this. 2021 New York Jets. Pretty sure that was used to trade up for Vera Tucker. So here's the pitch. Davis right on 100-mile-an-hour sinker. 101. I'm going to guess that was that. Luco probably has a better understanding, but you guys won that trade. Even before everything works out. Because Adams is blitz boy. I'll admit that. And listen, last year when the Giants played the Seahawks, was he good in tackling? Yeah. I think he even got a sack. But, Mark Schlereth and Adam Amin could not stop sucking him. Stop sucking on him. Like, it was irritating. You don't believe me? Ask my brother. You don't believe me? Ask another Giant fan. All game. And Mark Schlereth is like friggin' replying to every Giants fan ever. You don't need to do that, bud. Just a waste of time. I used to get a lot of grief for that growing up. Well, once again, my whole family basically is Yankee Jet fans. I'm the only Giant fan. So 3-1 pitch and Davis will take a walk. So once again, that is not uncommon. So, after this game, I'll put on an announcement on Twitter that I'm going to FanFest tomorrow. But So Velasquez is up at the plate. He had a double, scored on a wild pitch earlier. Batting from the left-handed side, here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. We are almost 2 hours into this stream. Not in the game, though, because almost 2 hours in the game, because I think I started streaming at 8:02. Game started around 8:10. So Velasquez, they tried going back to first. He is safe, but that is a strike. Davis is a threat to run because he does have speed. Sunglasses for tomorrow so people can specify me. It's going to be like 100 Eli jerseys. Ooh, that was not a strike. That should have been strike 3. That should have been strike 3. I think Matheny's trying to say that was a strike. I mean, he's not arguing. I don't have the broadcast on, but that should have been strike 3. That should have been strike 3. That was right at the knees. That's in the dirt. Perez has been, listen, that pitch may not have been the greatest, but he's been kind of lazy tonight, honestly. My opinion. Here's the pitch to Velasquez. It's 3-2. So Davis is likely, he's not forced to run on 3-2 because it's not 2 outs and he's not on first. So, and Tapia steps off, will step back on. Velasquez will step back in the box. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Velasquez fouls this one off and stays alive. Velasquez, that is strike 3. 2-way. Tapia gets a big strikeout with a runner on second. Now, will the Yankees strand this guy? That would be 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Ideally, Velasquez should have been struck out that third pitch of the AB, but he was not. But hey, the umpire is the umpire, right? So, I hate the character, the character kind of thing. The character limit on Twitter because I can't do everything at once. Rich LeMahieu's inside. Count is 1-0. Okay, so once again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. 7 people here, obviously. And LeMahieu has a right side base hit. Will the runner come home? He's coming home. He will score, and the Yankees are back on top once again. It is 4-3, and LeMahieu has an RBI single, and the Yankees are now in the lead 4-3. Just when they thought they escaped, it's not the bottom of the sixth, it's the top of the sixth. I've been doing that all wrong. I just realized that. Just see if I can do something real quick. Anyone hear that? The broadcast. So it looks like I think they're bringing in another pitcher. Might be Wade Davis, might be somebody else. But regardless, they're going to the bullpen. So hopefully they keep this alive. Yes, sir. DJ LeMahieu. Yes. Let's see. Yankees doing something with runners in scoring position. If anyone, and I'm being dead serious when I say this, if anyone needs help with transportation coming out of the boroughs tomorrow, let me know. I'm not saying I'm driving people because I don't drive. But in terms of like if you need a bus, I could gladly help you with that because I know which bus I'm taking to MetLife Stadium. And I apologize, I'm doing a lot of typing and just want to send stuff out to people. But once again, before LeMahieu had the hit, thank you guys for tuning in once again, choosing this YouTube channel for the broadcast and stuff like that. Josh Stalmont will come in for Tapia. Stalmont this season a 3.27 ERA, 1-2, 42 games, 5 saves, 49 strikeouts, and 44 innings pitched, a 1.23 whip. So, decent stats for Mr. Stalmont. So they're waiting on something. I guess for him to finish his warm-ups. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on. He's got 20 walks and 49 Ks and 44 innings pitched, which I guess isn't bad. 5 home runs allowed. So obviously not a high home run guy. He's got his hair in a ponytail or a braid or whatever you want to call it, but so now they will begin the at-bat. Giancarlo Stanton is up at the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Is a walk, a single, or they're just going to keep continuing with warm-ups, I guess. I think Stanton also grounded out, or maybe flied out. I think he flied out tonight. Because remember, I was doing that whole lesson on, under the ball. Yankees are 6 games back in the standings in the AL East, but I think they're also 2 games out of a wild card spot. Just to let you know, top of the ninth, no score. Top of the ninth, no changes in the Oakland and Cleveland game. It's tied at 3. Also with the Boston game, it's tied at 4, 2 outs, runner on first in the bottom of the 8th. So potential wild card. For the Yankees, they're 2 games out of a spot. So they also have Toronto coming behind them. I don't know. Let's see how Toronto's been doing the last couple of days because they're a team, in my opinion, that is underachieving just a bit, but they've had their fair share of wins and losses over the last couple of days. So Stanton will now actually get in the box and swing. Here's the first pitch from Josh Stalmont, and the pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Count on 1. Oh, God. I you know what? I'm going to turn off Twitter because now they're spoiling Hard Knocks for me and told me that Ben McAdoo's on there. or at least makes an appearance. Yeah, let me shoot myself real quick. Oh, that's right. It starts at 10. Yeah, let me not turn on Twitter other than warm-ups, other than updates and stuff like that. But it's 0-2. Stanton swinging at a curveball in the dirt. 84 mile an hour curveball. As they are one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Jays lost today. Against the Angels, I think it was, right? If it wasn't the Angels, it was somebody else. I have it right here. Yeah, they lost to the Angels 6-3. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed on a curveball. Stanton strikes out. But the Yankees retake the lead. 4-3. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. It's so awesome that they're back in Toronto. Like, Buffalo was okay. Dunedin was okay. But, you know what? Back in Toronto. Just trying to look at something. Okay. All right. Once again, feel free to ask questions, guys. I know I've been asking that a lot, but I need to watch Hard Knocks tonight. So the Yankees are back. We are going to the bottom of the sixth. And up at the plate is Salvador Perez, who had a 2-run home run in the first inning. And here's the pitch from Cortes, just a little outside of Perez. Cortes is at a total. The Cowboys, unfortunately. That's like the third time in the last couple of years they've done the Cowboys. Like, you know, do I want the Giants on Hard Knocks? Would it be a little of a distraction? Possibly. And Perez, deep to left field. This may be a second home run. They just tied the game. A hanging slider. Maybe in a curveball, but a hanging breaking ball. And Salvador Perez launches one into the left field seats. And now is another tie game. That is the fourth time that this actually, maybe I'm wrong about that. Second or third time this game has been tied today. He's got to stop hanging that shit. What's going on, MH? Gotta stop leaving that hanging. Just because Perez strikes out, and that's the bullpen catcher with a nice catch. I think that's Rodley Haddad or Jason Brown, but you can't leave that up there. Jesus, Nestor. Now I got to update this again. I swear to God, if this game goes 11 innings, like, I don't have to get up super early tomorrow. All I do is have to get up, like, leave the house at like 1:10. And this one is line foul, 0-2. Yeah, I was debating whether they should do Hard Knocks. I'm like, maybe it's a distraction, But the fact that just the Cowboys are, Jerry Jones, of course, Jerry Jones, the gambler. Clutch B-Ball put me on your channel, not a Yankee guy, but Mets are my team. Yeah, I did recognize you from Yankees actually score runs. Don't go that far, MH. We are probably in next to the same boat you are. I mean, why is it got to be like this? Now, listen, obviously the Yankees have won the 9 of the last 10, 11 games. But why is it got to be like our offenses stink? Swung on a miss, strikeout for Cortes, so it's one away. Why in the hell the Yankees and Mets offenses got to stink? And then last year, the Jets and Giants offenses had to stink. Literally, the Giants and the Jets were next to each other in the last of offense. Giants were 31st, Jets were 32nd. So what is it? What is it? The Knicks and the Nets are going to be bad at defense this year or something? God, what let's get rid of that right now. But yeah, listen, I don't got to wake up too early tomorrow. I don't go. Who's in the Steven Ridings is in the bullpen, who they did not use yesterday. Benintendi, that pitch is high. It's count 2-0. I don't got to wake up super early, but I would like to not have another 11-inning game. Crazy snowball effect. Pitch is just a little high, but is in the strike zone. Enough for Bill Miller to call. It's 2-1 on a curveball. I'm going to see what, because I don't know how they rank offenses in terms of like individual. You know what? Let me go ahead. Team stats. Here's the pitch to Benintendi. That pitch is in the strike zone regardless. Count is 2-2. Let's see. Total offense. Well, games played, everybody's going to lead it. I mean, for instance, let's go to batting average. A lot of people don't care about that. Okay, so the Yankees are 18th. The Mets are 25th. On base percentage and another strikeout. Fifth strikeout for Cortes. He strikes out Andrew Benintendi. The Yankees are 9th in on base percentage. The Mets are 19th. So obviously slightly better numbers. I'm not doing OPS because that's not something I rely on. Yankees are 20th in slugging. Mets are 25th. So I guess the Mets have the worst offense compared to the New York teams, but the Yankees, regardless of what the stats will tell you, I mean, they've been better of late of scoring runs. Not consistently. Let's see. Runs. Now let's go to that. Mets have scored the second least runs. Yankees are 22nd on that list. Yeah. And of course, that varies. That's a base hit into center field for Emmanuel Rivera. Yeah, this is weird. This is a weird sort of ranking. But I guess it goes with games because the way I'm looking at it, the Cubs are 20th. The Mariners are tied for 20th. But the Cubs have 2 more runs. But once again, the Cubs have played 1 more game. So I guess that's how they factor it. It's not like, well, I mean, you'll have that in the NBA. You'll have that in the NFL with bye weeks and shit like that. But I want to go to Twitter right now, but I can't. So they're bringing in Steven Ridings. Nestor Cortes' stats after a total of 5.2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Bounces out to a 2.49 ERA. So very mixed start for him. And I'm not saying, he a lot of stuff fell on his plate tonight. I mean, you can't leave those curveballs and breaking balls hanging to Salvador Perez. This man has hit like 25 home runs this season. You cannot do that. Cannot. Let's see. 29 home runs. So you cannot do that. Cannot. No bueno. Okay. So the Yankees once again go to the bullpen. It's going to be a long... I mean, we're at 10-17 right now. Game started at 8:10. We still got an hour to go at least. So... Oh, man. I mean, if commercials weren't so... I mean, the commercials are short on yes, but... the bullpen switches and shit like that. Called off the Met game because of rain, but the rain stopped. That would not be a surprise to me. Like, I know, like, there was 3 Giants content creators that went to that game. They can't make it tomorrow because tomorrow's Giants Fan Fest. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, I heard about that. Too much thunder. Double dip tomorrow. Yeah, double header. But, yeah. So that's that story. Also, guys, just to let you know, baseball fan, whatever, go watch some of the recent videos, recaps. What else we got? The vlog from the Jets camp. Going on enemy territory. So Nestor Cortes takes a seat. Steven Writings on the year. That shouldn't have been not that bad. He has not given up a run yet. 3.1 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, a 0.167 ERA. Excuse me, again, 0.167 batting average against. I don't know why it took me 3 years just to blurt that out. And also, as well, fun fact, our guest the last time, Nick Savage, all things Knicks, he went to school with Steven Writings. He went to high school with Steven Writings, so no 7-inning bullshit. Oh, I'm definitely on the board with you there. Definitely on the same train. 7-inning doubleheaders. If it wasn't for so many people disliking it, Rob Manfred would have kept it. Pace to play, all this, that, and the other thing. Shut the hell up with that. Just poor excuses because you want to make the game a gimmick, like the WWE. And I know there's some probably wrestling fans in here, but, So he was drafted by the Cubs. Then the Royals got him. Then he signed a minor league contract with the Yankees prior to the season. So here's the pitch, fouled away. So that's a fun fact about Steven Writings. Looks like a skinnier version of Clint Frazier. Actually, also as well, he the number he's wearing, number 70 right now, Frazier, I believe, wore that in his rookie year. I want to say he did. I can look it up right now. I'm pretty damn sure that he wore that in his rookie year. He wore like 7 different numbers. No, he actually wore 30 and 7. That was 30. It wasn't 70. I could have sworn he wore 70 in like spring training or something. 0-2 pitch. Did he go? First base umpire Doug Eddings says no, so he'll still stay alive 1-2. Jets fans hate Giants like the Mets hate Yanks. Little brother mentality. Yeah. It's been a seesaw between both teams in the last couple. Well, I can't say before Steve Cohen, it was mainly the Yankees. This year, it's been a seesaw between 2 teams. But with the Jets and the Giants, it's been a seesaw. And this is a liner into the left center field gap, going the wall. Rounding third. Is he rounding third? They're going to wave him home. No throw to the plate. Throw to third. Is he out? I can't see because they're not showing the camera angle. Think he's safe. Hunter Dozier's safe. He has a triple, and they lead 4-5. Scoring was Emmanuel Rivera. So now the Yankees are... No, he was out at third. Okay, my mistake. But regardless, the Yankees are down 5-4, heading into the top of the 7th. So that a good assist in the outfield by Davis, cutting it off to, I think it was maybe Odor. No, it wasn't Odor. But they tagged him out. So kind of like what happened with Judge's RBI single last night, and then other stuff. So no, not horrible camera work. Yeah, like I couldn't even see what it was till they said do up. I'm like, he was out, I guess. No, not Writings. I think that's Cortez's run, actually. That does not count towards Writings, no. Because that was his runner. He allowed the single to Emmanuel Rivera, and then so on and so forth. That's not Writings' run, so he still has a good ERA. Don't worry. He was in not a great hit, I mean, great hit for the Royals, but not great for us, but that's not his run. So, as of right now, I wouldn't say panic. Let me go. Let's see. So, on the top of the seventh, the Yankees have Judge, Gallo, and Voit up facing Stallman again. Josh Stallman. So, you think Story is Yankee bound during free agency? That's a good question. He's definitely leaving the Rockies. There ain't no way he's staying there. He wanted to get traded so bad. There's a strike. Looks like Perez was scared to catch that, which honestly, how many years you've been in the league, Sal, and you're doing that? But I'm not going to go too far on him because I'm not a Royals fan. But with that being said, I definitely could see that. Like, then obviously, it's not an injury concern in terms of Gleyber. It's just the way the defense is, the way he takes himself out of games, the way his hitting is inconsistent. So I think it's definitely a possibility that they get Story here. But what the hell are you going to do with Gleyber? You know, you can't keep him as a backup shortstop. Like, could he be a utility infielder? He could play second. He could play maybe an occasional third base. He plays shortstop, obviously, but it's not too good at shortstop. But in terms of that, they're going to have to trade Gleyber, in my opinion, because I just don't think that, yeah, Gleyber can be a backup, but it's like, for instance, it's like Daniel Jones as a starting quarterback at the I almost said the Yankees. Starting quarterback of the New York Giants, and the Giants come out and say, we're going to sign Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is a starter in this league. I honestly thought, now obviously I wasn't all on board for Story because he was injured shortly before he got off and then the trade deadline and all that stuff. Strike 3 on the corner. Judge down looking. I don't think he was happy about that call. I wouldn't have been either. But if they wanted to, and obviously I think they were pursuing Story before the Rizzo trade, they could have given up Gleyber. I think they would have taken Gleyber. I think the Rockies would have taken Gleyber because they're rebuilding. You know, they're not going anywhere. And you could try to fix his defense and everything. That what a pitch. Yeah, it was nasty. Please let's answer. Need to catch Sox and A's and pull away from the Jays. Yeah, I definitely do agree with that. Pitch to Gallo, just a little inside. That was an 81-mile-an-hour curveball. Some score updates for you guys. It is the bottom of the ninth with a runner on second for Cleveland, 1 out. And also tied in Boston, 4-4 with 2 out. Now it's 2 out in the Cleveland game, so that should definitely be an interesting one. That concerns. Oh, now he's on third, so Miles Straw's up. I guess hopefully for our sake, there's a strike to Gallo. That Miles Straw gets some sort of a walk-off hit. Once again, I'll update you guys. But nothing going as of right now for. I mean, they actually now they have the bases loaded. MLB at bats, like, you know, weird. But they have their. Well, actually, no, that's not uncommon. But 2 outs. They have Francisco Mejia up at the plate for the Rays in Fenway. Gallo, it's up high, 2-1. Hard Knocks, I think, is an hour, so I'm not gonna go on Twitter. It's like 11, 12 o'clock. The 2-1 pitch to Gallo. Nice curveball in there, late drop, but 2-2. Don't be surprised here, Joey. He obviously threw you a curveball that you weren't looking for, but do not be surprised whether it's something else. Because you struck out the first time and you were so not looking for a slider against the starter, which was, the hell was his name? I'm already forgetting this type of shit. Gallo fouls it off. He was way early on that one. He was looking for a fastball once again. Curveball. 2 straight curveballs. 2 straight curveballs, and this guy's looking for whatever. I mean, you get mixed up like that. Lynch was that guy. Daniel Lynch. But he swung early because he was expecting a fastball. But I don't know. You have to adjust and make contact. That's what this game is about. The 2-2 pitch from Stallmont to Gallo. And he went. Strike 3. You know, when it's not about not having the right approach in terms of what pitch is coming, it's about not swinging. It's about them swinging at something that's at their fucking face. You know, we can all just like, I don't know. It matters most now because we got 2 more innings to do this, and we got 2 outs already. But now listen, this is what Joey Gallo is. Strikes out, walks, gets on base, hits homers, doesn't get hits with runners in scoring position. Baited Joey, and he bit at it. Oh, yeah, he bit at it. Because he was looking for a fastball 2 straight pitches in a row. And he wanted to put one into the seats. And if he hit it, he would have gotten under it already. So 1-0 count to Voit. Swung on a drilled. Deep to center. It's not going too much farther back. Michael Taylor will wrap up the 7th inning with a catch. So nothing going for the Yankees. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Yankees down 5-4. Oh, man. Jesus. This damn Voit missed it. Yeah. This seems an emotional roller coaster. So let's see what happened in Cleveland. I think he flew out. Holy shit. Well, that's good for us. The Rays just took a 7-4 lead. And it cleared the bases. It was 2 outs. And all 3 runs scored. Good for the Yankees, but it's not good for the Yankees. The Yankees still got threats. It's still not good for the Yankees if they don't produce. I mean, sure, it helps, but you have to do your part, right? Rays winning 7-4. Yeah, I saw that. Now they got Martin Perez in. What the hell is their bullpen availability? This guy's a freaking starter. They used 6 different pitchers tonight. So obviously some sort of offensive rebound within the last couple innings from the Tampa Bay Rays. But once again, they're one of the best, I think, one of the best hitting teams in baseball. I hate scoreboard watching at rivals, but Mets force my hand with how inconsistent they are. What are you guys in, like, 3rd place, 2nd place now? I think you are. You'll probably tell me before I get back to this. I mean, let's see. 3rd place, 2.5 games back. Yeah, that's like the NFC East right there. So should have a shot at a wild card. Let me see what's going on for. Yeah, you guys are 7.5. Yeah, you guys got to clinch the division. At least try. You guys are 7.5 out of a wild card. The Dodgers and the Padres. Listen, I mean, I didn't expect the Giants to be what they are because they're honestly a bunch of past their primes. But the Dodgers and Padres, in my opinion, are underachieving. But once again, pitches down and away. Yeah, the Dodgers and the Padres, I mean, whether they underachieved or not, they're going to get those 2 spots. Kind of like the NFC West. Because you got the Rams and you also got Seahawks. I don't know what I... Okay, here's the remote. Ugh. Like, oh, almost hit him. Sorry for the creaky chair, I know. Stop a little bit. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Jesus. So 2-0 count to Michael Taylor. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit into left field. This may go. It's off the wall. Davis will cut it off and put it into second, and Taylor has a leadoff double with Hanser Alberto coming up to the plate. Yeah, this guy, if he gives up another hit, I could see him being taken out. But once again, we don't have the bullpen depth for that because we won 11 innings yesterday and blew 4 freaking saves. 4 saves in one night. That hasn't been done since like 1950. 4 blown saves in one night. Last night. And you could blame the runner on second rule, but that one inning where both teams scored 2. I mean, I don't know. I'm just rambling here because the Yankees are in a bad spot right now. And if they don't wake the hell up with their bats, I don't know. Pitch from Ridings. There's a bunt. It's up in front of the plate. It was a high pitch to bunt at, but Hanser Alberto, and it goes away. A ball gets away from LeMay, who didn't pick it off. Runner goes to second. He is safe at first. Another run scores for the Royals. A bad throw by Ridings that LeMahieu could not pick. And Alberto replaces Taylor at second. Another run scores, and the Yankees are down 6-4. Thank you so much, MH. I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I will not be biased. You see a lot, and you could probably know about it too, but there's a lot of broadcasters out there that when an opposing team goes out and scores a run, they go biased. They're like, yeah, and a runner scores. No. I will put as much as excitement, whether it be bad excitement or, if the Mets had that type of play, I would have still had that in terms of the excitement that I did. And I'm not talking as in like excitement as in like a good excitement, like an angry excitement kind of way. And listen, if Royals fans are watching, good for them. They found somebody, and once again, I don't toot my own horn often, but I'm not biased in terms of that. That's what the broadcasting community needs. Unbiased voices. Because if you do Bally Sports, some broadcasters there, when they call opposing home runs, it's like they're sleeping. I miss Rizzo. I miss Rizzo too. How about that? Pitches just inside. But Bill Miller's been calling that all night. It's 0-1 on Whit Merrifield. Evan, it's pretty close to over. Because Ridings did not do himself any good with that. Did not do himself any good. We've had 3 freaking errors tonight. Fly ball down the right field line. That's going foul. 3 errors tonight. Real do commentators to give the opponents no credit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it's become. But I don't want to be a part of that. 3 errors tonight. Higashioka, 2, and then Ridings. 4th game with 3 errors this season. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about fundamentally sound. They go so much for the goddamn homer and all these other shits that they don't focus on the basic fundamentals. If LeMahieu's going to play first base for that type of play, he should know to pick. There's a fly ball to right field. This may go in the gap, but actually Judge has it. He'll throw to third, but the throw is a little offline. Alberto will go to third, and that is the first out. So, with that being said, another opportunity for the Royals to tack on for the Yankees. Update in the score, even though the Yankees aren't helping themselves, Aaron Boone will come out and change the pitcher. I don't know who they're going to. We'll see when. Actually, they're going to Joely Rodriguez, who they just acquired from the Rangers. Hasn't been bad as of late for the Yankees. But as a score update, the Red Sox are losing 8-4. Going to the bottom of the 9th. In terms of Cleveland, it is top of the 10th, 2 out runners on first and third for Oakland. But once again, that shit doesn't matter if the Yankees are not doing their part. Sorry. You could have both teams lose. It's going to be the same thing. They will still be 2 games out of a wild card. And it's these type of, honestly, yeah, that's why I said the team is not fun. Yeah, exactly. And it's not, I'm not a spoiled fan, but it's these type of freaking performances that the Yankees screw up on, and these ugly wins that could turn into losses later in the season. They'll get lucky with the first couple of, maybe lucky wins, dirty wins, whatever. But later in the season, those will turn to losses. Like, obviously it was going to be tough. And Alberto, I don't think it was even that speedy. He had a little chunk on him going to first. He wasn't Michael Taylor. Sure, you had the threat of him coming home, possibly. But that was only if the throw got away. And what happened? The throw got away. Does Boone really say after bad losses, another gut punch from Yankee content creators, this is a running joke? He says that. He'll say, saw some good things. He'll say, we need to get better. Now, there's some catchphrases because he is a puppet. We've had some good at-bats. That's another one. Yankees bullpen. Oh, stop with this. Stop. ERA 1.50. It doesn't matter if they're not fundamentally sound. I get it. Yes, we were player of the week. 7-1 record last week. We get it. What does that do for us now? Seriously. If we're not fundamentally sound in terms of not throwing errors and the basic crap, in terms of runners and scoring position and all that stuff, what does it matter that the bullpen's doing fine? Come on. This is honestly, I was talking about this before. That's why I really don't like yes sometimes. Because they're shoving that shit in your face like, oh my God, the bullpen's doing so well. That's not the point. The point is this team is not fundamentally sound. Sorry, you guys heard a rant just now. This is the honest truth. I don't know what they're teaching these players. The pitch from Joey Rodriguez. It's a bunt. They're going to score a run. The throw to first is in time. But with a suicide squeeze, something the Yankees do not know how to do because they never get runners in scoring position, it's now a 3-run game. Evan, I might consider you think that this game is over. Smart baseball. Yeah, definitely smart baseball. Too bad that I don't know what the situation is with the way they've been shit the last couple of years. We're turning the corner. We're turning a corner already. Corner in fucking hell. Talk about wild card. Talk about this, that, and the other thing. Oakland has just taken a lead, by the way. They've taken the lead in the top of the 10th. On a Jed Lowry double. So, here's Salvador Perez, who's already had a 2-home run night. Gardy may be the only one who can bunt it all. Some of these players just don't bunt right. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside. And it's not totally Rodriguez's fault because he came into the situation with writings. And you take a look at, MH, you're a Mets fan, but I'm going to give you the perspective here. And Chibueze and Evan could probably give you the same thing. Some of these players don't know how to bunt on the Yankee team. They may try to execute it sometimes, like Rugen Odor and Tyler Wade. They don't know how to bunt. For some reason, Salvador Perez tried helping Joey Rodriguez out. Count is now 1-2. That pitch was way outside. Steps back on the rubber. Pitch from Rodriguez. 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. This team gives me a headache. And I don't have one right now, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like when I broadcast games for the Yankees, and I've only done it twice this year. This is my second time. They lost. They lost opening day. So, last year when we called it, but we didn't really call it. We just reacted. They won. That was the Washington game. That was opening day too. Fouled away by Perez. This is like a mental error gone wrong. Mental error, extravaganza. He has got 4 runs. I wouldn't call it over yet, but it's definitely encouraging. It's tale of two halves. Perez lines a single to left field. And he gets on. He's, I think, 2 for 4 tonight, 2 for 3. No, 3 for 4 tonight, possibly. Yeah, he's 3 for 4 tonight. So good night for Salvador Perez. So that was, I believe, a sinker. Puts it in the left field. See, here's the thing, MH. It's 2 things with this Yankee team. And once again, it's not complaining because they lost the last couple of years. What am I talking about? They've won the last couple of games. But it's either they think they're sufficient enough in terms of runs that the bullpen blows it or whatever happens, and that afterwards there's a ball to Santana, and then afterwards they don't score, or it's either they don't show up in the first half of the game, runs are scored, and they don't score enough in the later innings. That's my opinion. That's the way I've been seeing things most of the year. I haven't watched every single game, but I've watched 95%. Here's the pitch to Santana. Off the glove of Joely Rodriguez, Velasquez makes a nice play, and Voit scoops it out. So after somehow, the Royals do put up 2 runs, and another error for the Yankees. As we go in the top of the 8th, the Royals lead by 3. Let's change this here. Oh, man. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Can't believe I've been doing this for that long. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hard to think that Andrew Heaney will be starting the friggin' the Field of Dreams game. I don't know. Tomorrow, who starts? Definitely one of the pitchers we need. Vanessa, how many? Tyen's the only main star or main guy from the rotation that's actually stayed healthy. We don't even have a starting pitcher for tomorrow. Yay. Beautiful. So, if this team screws up tonight and we have to use another bullpen arm, Joely Rodriguez look fine so far. But who the hell knows? We might have Brody Kaner start. Jalen getting the better of Cade in summer league, future of the league. Yep, I did see that. What was I gonna say? But yeah, the way it looks as of right now, friggin' the way you're using and once again, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here, guys. This is why I hate bullpen days. And this isn't related to any of the COVID shit. This is, but it isn't. Analytics, the way it's brought to this game before they start hitting again, the do up, by the way, is Odor, Higashoka, Davis. But the way analytics has implemented, the mindset and philosophy of bullpen days is so stupid. Why waste your bullpen when you go 17 innings the next game? No matter if it's runner on second or not, you go 17 innings and you won't have a starter for the next day because you've used a lot of bullpen guys the previous day because you had a bullpen day. I think that's stupid. And I never agreed with it. Wade Davis is coming on, the former Tampa Bay Ray, 30 games, 0-2, 6.34 ERA, 32.2 innings pitched this season. So he will start off against Rougned Odor, who's the 6th hitter. Here's the pitch from Davis, and he was trying to bunt. I don't know why he would bunt there, but it was a high knuckle curve called a strike by Bill Miller, and the count is 0-1. 10:47 for the ones on the East Coast, 9:47 for the ones in Kansas City. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled away, 0-2. Using openers because of injuries. Well, that's the case now, but, even and strike, how do you look at that? Strike 3, Davis strikes him out on 3 pitches. How do you look at that? Once again, this is kind of the microcosm of this season, or at least one of them. Mental errors, you're down by this many runs, and now they're just looking at strikes. Nick Nelson's in the bullpen. Oh, good God. Oh, good freaking God. But going back to that starter opener argument as Higashioka steps into the plate, well, it's just meant to be geeky. Wow. When literally screws you in the end, and then they look at pitches right down the middle. Nick Nelson, I can't stand him. I was for him last year. This year is no. I'm done with Nick Nelson. I'm just because whether or not, and here's the pitch to Higashioka, pitch is just outside 2-0. Whether or not you have the length in the bullpen, like a Loaizaga guy, a Michael King guy, a Wandy Peralta guy, I mean, he goes 2 innings best, but if you have a starter that's in the bullpen like Chad Green as well, even if you have those guys, what if you go 17 innings? You need that length. Fly ball, right field. Caught by Dozier, that is the second out of the inning. Just don't know why he would swing 2-0, but, I guess that's the way it's going. So they have barely any guys left. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers that did not pitch yesterday. They have at least, I think, 11 arms total in the bullpen. So Abreu, Nelson, Kaner, Rodriguez, who pitched today, Ludge, who kind of screwed up against the Mariners, lost that game for us. So you're on limited options tomorrow as the starters. And you're going to be going back and forth between who's getting called up, who's getting sent down, who's getting called up, who's gets sent down. And what happens if that pitcher pitched in AAA? Then you're going to have to get somebody off the 40-man. You're going to have to designate them for assignment. They actually had the graphic. Wow. Yeah. What happens if you have to get a guy off the 40-man and then you put another guy on the 40-man just for a day? Yes, Network knows what's up. And in some cases, they've done that a lot in terms of the graphic. The 1-1 pitch to Jonathan Davis. Fly ball down the right field line. Dozier on the track will make the catch. And we got 2 half innings to go as of right now. Nothing going for the Yankees. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-4. Oh. Royals fans, I guess you ought to be happy right now. And again, I don't blame you. Once again, I do want to go on Twitter, but there's going to be 700 notifications about, Hard Knocks did this. I have no Hard Knocks recorded because I have a commitment to this team. I honestly rather do that than watch the Cowboys, but then again, it gets so debatable. Oh, I got to stretch. Oh, man. Let's see. Are they going to bring in Nelson next inning? Hopefully, just leave Jolie in, honestly. Let's see, how many pitches he had? Rodriguez has got 9 pitches. If you put Nelson in, I'm going to scream. I don't care whether he's good, bad, indifferent. You don't need to be wasting arms when you need somebody for tomorrow. Well, I don't care whether that person's good, bad, or indifferent. No one wants to see you stretch. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Luca. Sean's probably puppeting you to say that type of crap. But whether he's good or bad, you need pitching depth for tomorrow. And when was the last time Gil pitched? Wednesday. He pitched Sunday, so he can't pitch again. Davy Garcia's had a horrible AAA, but I'm honestly convinced that they ruined him. I'm just so honestly convinced that they ruined Davy Garcia because they had J-Hap. Yeah, that was a great idea, Boone. Ruined the confidence. That's like benching your rookie quarterback. swear to God, some people just ass wipes. Let me go. Really? Really? We're going to Nick Nelson when we have a total of like 3 people available tomorrow. Tell me I'm living in a fantasy, y'all. Please? This ain't for clicks. I'm actually pissed off. I don't care if Nelson's good or not. This is the type of management. This is the type of management. This is the type, because I'm sorry, I don't mean to get dirty here. Aaron Boone literally has a boner to go to the bullpen. He does. You need Nelson for tomorrow. He started. Do you mispronounce every single Yankee player's name? I do not. I don't think I did within the last couple of minutes. And it's Nelson, good Lord. Boone sucks. Well, I mean, I knew Sean was in the bushes. Count is 1-2 on Benintendi. It's 1 for 3 tonight. What do you mean, no? Let's see. I'm pretty sure he had an RBI hit tonight. RBI single or something like that. No, he had a hit that contributed. It just wasn't an RBI. Just got here. No, but my point is this. No, he's not starting tomorrow, but you saw the graphic, MH. Or at least I think you did, from the way you were sounding. There's like 3 people available for tomorrow. Joely Rodriguez pitched 9 pitches. You couldn't keep him in for a little bit longer? Ground ball down the first base line. Voit, what are you doing? What are you doing, Voit? Do you play first base? Come on. That's the 4th error tonight. Jesus. Chewing your fucking gum like a cow, you fucking piece of shit. What are you doing? Play the ball. You do it like that. This team tests my fucking patience too much. That's the 4th error today. Let me try going back to normal. So Nelson is facing Emmanuel Rivera with a runner on first that should not have been there. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. 1 for 3 tonight is Rivera. I'm going to need an ice bath when I'm done with this game. I mean, and pickoff attempt at first. He's not going to get him. Glad you 5. It's actually 5. No, 4 errors tonight. 4 errors. But I'm honestly not going to rip you to shreds, Chibueze, for being that far off, for being little far off. Because, no. Because it's literally 1 less. I mean, I'm not going to rip anybody. This team has been fucking horrible tonight. The second half. Here's the pitch to Rivera. Outside, 2-1. Can Rizzo play already? Who cares if he gives everyone COVID? Voit can't pick or field. You have 2 errors. Well, it wasn't LeMahieu's fault. It was Riding's the one who threw it first. But you gotta frickin' pick the ball. Chris Gittens. He's in AAA. There's a strike, 2-2 count. To Rivera. Chris Gittens is in AAA, and I'm pretty sure he's damn healthy. He's an experienced first baseman. Sure, he may not be hitting 250. But come on. 2-2 pitch. Just down and away. 3-2. You know what's funny, y'all? You know what's funny? Yeah. Of course, Luca. Rehab. Oh, shit, you're right, Luke. Sean, excuse me. You're right. You're right. Couldn't get here freaking fast enough. You know what's funny, y'all? Joely Rodriguez threw less pitches in .2 innings pitched. Nelson hasn't gotten an out yet. I'm not saying it's all his fault. But once again, we're at a 3-2 count with Rivera. High pop-up Higgy. That's going into the seats. No, MH, I'm going to RKO Boone. I never listen to that man's press conferences. I do not. I do not. I'm sorry. I do not have time to listen to bullshit. I don't. Count is 3-2 on Rivera. Here's the pitch. Just outside, ball 4. And the Royals are threatening again. Yeah. Any Kansas City Royals fan, I sincerely apologize for screaming and yelling. If any Kansas City Royals fan here, I know was going off script, because I know in a regular broadcast, Michael Kay doesn't say that. Even if he was allowed to make an opinion like that, he doesn't say that in a broadcast. But on YouTube, you're not necessarily restricted to that. The Royals are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight. Maybe they change that. And what the hell is Matt Blake going to do? Yankees are 1 for 5. Do they post them? YouTube should make a compilation of gut punches. Someone's going to do that. Luca, you're a Yankees fan too? Yeah, he's a Yankees fan. Me, Sean, and Luca, Boys in Big Apple crew, we're all Yankees fans. Someone's got to make a compilation of just like someone made a compilation of Dave Gettleman Boston accent moments. Someone got to make a thing for Boone. Royals got their chip. They chilling. They can suck for another 5 years and won't care. Pride of Kansas City, I guess. I mean, after all, they did win it against your team, MH. Dozier's up at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Nelson with 12 pitches. And they're looking to bunt, but that's going to be on the corner for a strike regardless. And it's a walk. I'm going to drink my sorrows away. I'm not of age, so I can't. I'll drink soda. Let me be PG for 20 seconds. Count is 0-1. 2 Dozier. They lost to San Francisco but beat us. They showed no mercy. I just don't know how you could do that, but it's the Royals. Pitch to Dozier just a little down. Count is 1-1. I mean, I'm going to do a score update, but I don't know how much of a point there is to this. The Oakland Athletics did beat the Cleveland Indians 4-3 through 10 innings, and Tampa Bay did beat Boston 8-4. So there's a foul ball off the leg of Dozier. You should take shots of vodka for every dumb thing the Yankees do. I don't. I think not. I don't want to. Not. I don't want to. As it's the second time tonight that this mic has unplugged. So here's the 1-2. Did that get him? Okay, Higashoka's hurt. Maybe it got him on the hand. Or is it a foul ball? I think it's a foul ball. Because it looked like it hit something. And that hit the bat, but it got Higashoka in the stomach. But he had the chest protector on, but those things could probably still hurt. Probably. Sean would probably know. He was a catcher in Little League, even though. So Rob Brantley's ready to get the gear on. I mean, he's got his leggings on, but I am 21, so I can bomb something. Well, shout out to you, Chibuizi. True. They just no one's gonna talk about this, and I'm deadpan serious. No one's going to talk about how they just wasted a bullpen arm. Joely Rodriguez was doing fine other than that one run that was on the bunt. But nobody's going to talk about how they put in Nelson, and he's driven up 17 pitches already. This guy is not a starter, but he could have been starting tomorrow. So we'll see. High fly ball to center. Davis is there. I don't know if Merrifield will run. He will. The throw to third is not in time. Benintendi is there. It looks like they didn't move up the runner from first. So it's first and third with one out. So could they have reverse luck? And I mean bad luck in terms of taking the Yankees route of things and, get a double play? Or could they keep scoring runs on the Yankees? Obviously, you guys can decide that. Michael Taylor's up at the plate. He's had a decent night, 2 for 3. Tonight, he's had some contributing hits. I think he's got actually at least a run tonight. Can't see that right now, but he also has a stolen base. Probably on one of those errors by Higgy. So, the count is 1-0 to Nick Nelson. Or from Nick Nelson. I'm too tired. 19 pitches, so, I don't know how good he is, but if he's good for anything, he's good for shit tomorrow. And we have a 2 o'clock game, so that's always fun. 1-0. 2-0. Change up on the outside. Yankees need a miracle. Oh, yeah, they do. What's our do up in the ninth? Let's do this. They have LeMahieu leading off, so if any energy is left in them, it's going to start from there. Count is 3-0 on a changeup. Why are we throwing changeup if it's not working? Higashioka and Lidge. That's his real name, but I honestly call him Ludge sometimes. That will just come out sometimes. It's not on purpose, but 3-0 to Taylor. Outside, ball 4. Up at the plate is Hanser Alberto, who had that bunted error. So, are we in it for another 2 runs here? Are we in for a double play? We'll see. So they got Taylor on first, Rivera on second, Benintendi on third with 1 out. Nelson at 22 pitches. They better not be warming up somebody in the bullpen. If they are, they probably are because Nelson's not having a great time. There's a liner into center field. This will likely get in another run. Runner scores, no runners advance other than Benintendi, and it's now 8-4. Yep. Higashioka, okay. Higashioka, one of them. It's not like I need a grammar lesson. I'll take a grammar lesson after the Yankees actually decide to get fundamentally sound. It's just not going to do it. So here's Whit Merrifield. He's had a nice day so far, 2 for 4. Got runners on second and first with 2 outs. Nelson is at 23 pitches. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Picked by Higashioka. Higashioka. Count is 1-0. Do I dare? You guys can answer this for me in the chat. Do I dare do rally caps in the top of the ninth? I know Sean and Luke will answer me. Count is 1-0 on Merrifield. There's the pitch. Just in there for a strike, a slider. Count is 1-1. One and one count from Nelson. Here's the pitch. Liner down the right field line is Judge there. He'll make the catch. And that is the end of the inning, finally. So one run on a few hits, one error that made me rage like hell. But we're going to the top of the ninth, the final proposed inning. It is 8-4. Now, here's two ways this can go. Yankees can either be energetic and try to start a rally, or they can have the first two batters strike out and nothing's going to happen. That's how most of this year has gone. Sorry. That's how most of this year has gone so far. In terms of like losing, being down by a couple of runs and stuff like that. So, you guys got one more inning with me, or at least one more half inning. But real quickly, I do appreciate all of you guys, Royals fans, if there are any out there, Yankees fans, who have, been watching this. We had a lot of up and down in terms of viewers. We had 13 at one point. We had 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 5, 7. Between 5 and 12 viewers we've been averaging around. And that's a big height for the channel because normally we don't really get that much consistent viewers. Our biggest stream of late was actually the Steelers-Cowboys game, the Pro Football Hall of Fame game. And we got over 250 views on that. So, drive of the game. Please not be a Yankees thing. Hunter, well, I mean, yeah, of course, Hunter Dozier is going to be that guy because he's the one who knocked in the go-ahead run. Not like that time the Yankees had a Land Rover drive the game from one of the Yankees, happened to be Gary Sanchez, and then they lost to Houston. That was the end of that. So Scott Barlow will come on the mound, 2.7 DERA, 4-3 record, 6 for 10 in save opportunities, 51 games, 226 opposing average, 70 strikeouts, and 21 walks. So Andrew Velazquez will lead off. Sorry, I thought it was LeMahieu, but it is Velazquez. All of the due-up players, the next three, are 1 for 3 today. Velazquez had a double of third and scored a run. Here's the pitch. Velazquez hits a high fly ball. This could go into the gap, but it's caught by Benintendi. 1 away. The Royals are 2 outs away from winning. So, see something, because I might need to do this quickly enough. The 10th. Oh, wait. At least we can laugh at the Mets. Yeah, for right now. Pitch LeMahieu, who is in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. On DJ. Sup, Caden? What's going on, man? Here's the pitch. Upstairs. So it's 1-1 from Barlow, excuse me, to LeMay, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Due up in the order is Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge, Joey Gallo, and Luke Voigt, if we even get that far. LeMahieu gingerly walks out of the box, not like he's injured or anything, just doesn't care enough. Hunter Dozier makes the catch, and we are 1 out away from another loss for the Yankees. If we lose this game, the Yankees will move to 62-51. The Royals would move to 49-63. So that is the update on that. So Giancarlo Stanton, he's had a walk and a single. 2 other at-bats, not really much of anything. Royals are 1 out away from a win. Barlow on the mound. Pitches in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Royals fans, of course, on their feet with 2 strikes left to go. Here's the pitch. Stanton swing and a miss. Boy, we've seen that out of him. On a slider much outside the box. And the Royals are down to their final strike. I think they might want to end this game a little early. Well, it's not really early. Stanton hits a fly ball foul. Let's do this. Just for the sake of it, guys. I know I look like one of them guys from Good Burger with the burger hats, but you know what? Let's put some fire into this team. Let's put some flames into this team. Oh, wait, I forgot to do that. Okay. Struck him out, swinging in. Now the Royals have won the game. Oh, boy. I'm going to do a little post-game, and I'm going to get out of here. Let's see. Let's do this real quick. So the series is tied. David Cohn mentioned the Yankees' solid contact tonight. I'm glad I'm not listening to that because the last couple innings was garbage. And also to know, yeah, solid contact. What about the field? 4 errors. Anyway, guys, quick diagnosis on this game. We do have a game tomorrow. Who the hell knows who's going to start? For all I know, I could be getting a call saying, Alex, we need you in Kansas City. You need to fly out right now. Let me fix this a little bit. I know it's a little misshapen. In terms of the starts of the game, the Yankees got in trouble early with the Salvador Perez home run. Hanging, I think it was like a sinker or hanging breaking ball. If it wasn't a fastball. Early, Yankees stink. I'm not going to talk trash, but I just want to know what your team is because I've never seen you in the stream before. I'm no trash talking. Trust me, I'm ripping my own team at this point. But early in the game, Salvador Perez home run. Then the Yankees came back with 2 in the 3rd and the 4th, making it 3-2. They Gashoka home run. And before that, it was the wild pitch for Andrew Velasquez scoring. Then they came back with a run in the bottom of the 5th. Then the top of the 6th, the Yankees made it 4-3. Then it was 5-4. And the energy lacked from there. Yankees made 4 errors. That was like the high point of the night. No Mets fan should be talking. Well, I don't know if it's saying no Mets fan should be talking or you're like, no, Mets fan should be talking. Well, we'll see. But 4 errors tonight. You know, what can I say? Not fundamentally sound on the field. You know, 4 runs isn't enough against a team that's second to last in their division, I think. I think the Twins are the worst. No, it's the Tigers. What am I thinking? But, you know, when you make 4 errors and then you exit the game mentally. Listen, it's happened to baseball players. It's happened to me. But they're professionals. I'm not in the MLB for a reason. Voigt, no excuse for the error at first. You guys are clearly better than us. Well, for right now we are. Luke Voigt, error. Something that should have been in his glove. Steven Ridings, sure, you know, there was a little bit of a rush. Not really. Should have threw it to first. Focused on the next batter. Didn't happen. Higashioka, I don't know what the hell got into his brain tonight. Sure, he had a home run, 2-run shot that had us take the lead. But, he kind of pissed on it. With the throw to second that went into center field, and then the tying one, which went into left field, that I think Michael Taylor scored on, or someone scored on. But, listen, this is one game. I'm coming out here and saying this. This can either end in two ways. This can be always just one bad game, or it could be a consistent thing. The problem I have with these games, and it was coming off last night too, trust me, is that this is an ugly. Last night was an ugly loss. Really, this morning, if you will. It was an ugly win, excuse me. I'm so tired right now, but that does not give me the excuse to not mispronounce shit. It was an ugly. It was very ugly. Very, very ugly win. Because we blew 4 saves. That outdid our bullpen exclusively. Coming to this game, no matter what happens, errors, not errors, Aaron Boone comes in and puts Nelson in after Joely Rodriguez has thrown 9 pitches. What did you trade for him for? You could have just said, don't give us a reliever. They wanted to give us the reliever. So use him. Ridings was struggling. I will definitely say, okay, you should have taken him out, put in Joely Rodriguez. Pitched 9 pitches for 0.2 innings pitched. Nick Nelson. Let's look at the facts, everybody. Nick Nelson threw. This is so hard to get. 26 pitches in a matter of 1 inning. And the fact that you have 4 guys available tomorrow and might need to make some transactions in terms of who's starting the game, in terms of calling up somebody from AAA or whatever, that puts a burden on yourself. And I will say this from now to eternity. This is why bullpen games and bullpen reliance is such bull in the MLB, in the modern future of the MLB. You can make the case definitely that about the COVID, about the injuries and stuff like that, Michael King, Kluber, whatever. I get that. But when you don't need to go to another relief pitcher because Joely Rodriguez is doing well, don't go to another relief pitcher when you're already bad in terms of depth. So let's get that into our heads. There may not be a lot of people talking about it because it is one game. I will admit that once again. But these ugly wins will turn into ugly losses. And who's it going to fall on? Most likely not the players. Or if it is, it's going to be on the players. Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman. So, you may see me a little animated tonight. Stuff like that. But the point and the fact of the matter is that this team at best is a wild card team. They're not fundamentally sound, and they're heavily based on analytics. Analytics are a tool. They're not to be based on all the way. And this is a philosophy thing. This ain't a one-game thing. It's a philosophy thing. And sure as hell, all these wins are not because of Boone. It's because of the players. So, real quickly, 2 comments. Chibueze Zeke says starter. Chibueze Zeke, 21 years old, right-hander, featuring a 40-mile-an-hour fastball, 30-mile-an-hour curveball, 30-mile-an-hour splitter, and a 2-mile-an-hour eephus. Lord help us. Evan says, good job, Alex. Have fun at FanFest tomorrow. I sure will have a fun time at FanFest, not thinking about these Yankees. I will not be able to watch the game tomorrow, but at the same time, I will be doing a recap probably coming out on Thursday morning, something like that. Thank you to all who came out tonight. I don't know if you're a Royals fan, whatever. Thank you guys who came out tonight. This was probably, I don't know how many views we got. I won't be able to see it until after. But this was a good stream. I may have been angry, but I appreciate talking to MH, Evan, Sean, obviously, and Luca came in, Evan, Potato, a couple other guys that were in here, if I didn't mention your names. So, be sure to follow the Instagram and Twitter, Big Blue in the Bronx. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification button so you get notified when live stream pops video drops. If you are a Royals fan or any other fan, trust me, you will not regret subscribing to the channel. If you're a Royals fan and you feel like you're out of place, trust me. We'll talk Royals with you. We'll talk baseball with you. We'll talk football, Sure, you can talk, golf or something. We won't know what you're talking about. But listen, it's a platform. And a lot of people out there don't give their fans a platform on their shows because they mainly center around themselves. And I blame myself a little bit, most of it, really, because I wanted to have a little call-in session before tonight's game. And I know we haven't really done anything for the viewers in a couple of weeks in terms of call-ins, but I want to try to get that going. So we have a big show prepared for you guys on Friday. Hopefully the guests respond and, everything pans out in terms of Yankees, Giants, Jets, NBA, more topics like that. If you guys haven't already, once again, just one more time, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to our notification button to get notified when live stream pops video drops. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Doing this makes me proud, other than the fact that the Yankees lost. But have a good night, everybody. And I will have a fun time at FanFest tomorrow. And don't be afraid to pop out. I'll be in an Eli Manning jersey and sunglasses and a Giants hat. Have a good night, everybody, and peace out.